ठीक है। अच्छा। ओके। तो फिर सर ने बोला ही नहीं। एसेंस पर था। आरएम से रकाउल्ला पठान, विरोध से साबिर पठान, बोला भी लोग तो कनेक्ट का एकदम सक्सेस मदद होती है। आगे પછી તારીખ આપે તો સાક્ષી આવતી તારીખે આજે બતાવવાની તારીખની પીપી કરશે। યસ મોદી मोहम्मद सिद्दीक, मोहम्मद सिद्दीक रंगरेज, तो तारीख आती है। નવેમ્બરમાં જઈશું પછી પાછા આવતા થઈ જાય। રાજેશ શું કરે છે એનું જુઓ પછી રીતે આરોપીની તારીખ આપી દો। 23. Saksi, you can say. 23. કે જો બપોરે આવે બધાને
Porque se era tipo, किसी एमएम से तो किसी एमआई लाने वाला किसी एमआई लाने वाला किसी एमआई लाने वाला किसी आरे त्रिवेदी किसी आरे I want to get that. How it's please. किसी आइए पठान 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 याना दीदी
બપોર 3 વાગે
किसी आईडी पठान
એક તો 64 ના નિવેદનો છે મને કેટલા છે કેટલા લેવાના છે એક જ છે 3 ફિટનેસ છે 164 3 આજે કોઈ બોલાવે છે એના 164 ના છે
હા 164 164
ત્રણેય
164 એકદમ મેં મારા લિસ્ટની સાથે ને એ લિસ્ટ થોડું કવર છે તેમ પર એ કવર ખોલ્યું નથી કારણ કે આપ સરની પરમિશનને ખોલાવશે એટલે એમાં જો ઓરિજિનલ હોય તો પછી એમને ઝેરોક્સ પ્રોવાઈડ કરી during investigation officer have made
અરજી ના થતી
ખાલી ઓરિજિનલ છે કે નહીં એ વેરીફાઈ કરતો
કોપી તમને આપી દઈશ કોપી કરીને આપી ભલે ઝેરોક્સ હોય છે અસલ હશે ને
તો ભાઈ મેટ્રો
ત્યાંથી મંગાવી લો અત્યારે કોપી તો આપી દો ઝેરોક્સની કોપી તો એમાં તપાસ કરી લો ન હોય તો ત્યાંથી મંગાવી લો 23 તારીખે પછી તમને લઈ લેજો. હા, તારીખ આપી દો. તમારા તરફે કોઈ વકીલ હાજર નથી થયું હજી? પણ આજે બી નથી આવ્યા કોઈ. તો દર તારીખે મેસેજ ન કરવાનો હોય ને, જે તારીખે મુદત આપી એમાં. હવે 17 મુદત થી 4 ફ્રેમ ઉપર છે. ચાર્જ ફ્રેમ કરી નાખીએ. ચાલો એમને આવતી તારીખે. તો તમે વકીલ શું નામ કીધું છે? શું નામ? કુલદીપ સર અહીંયા છે. જાણીતો કયો ને હાજર થઈ જાય એમાં. 2 મુદત છે તો નામ લે છે. હિમાંશુ રાવત. હિમાંશુ કઈ ગયું? હા, એને કયો ને આજે આવી જાય તો વીપી થઈ જાય. તો આવતી તારીખે બોલાવી ચાર્જ ફ્રેમ માટે લઈ ગઈ. આવો. હિમાંશુ રાવત. પછી એમએમસી રાહુલ પટેલ. જી પટેલ સર. ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ કબૂલ કબૂલ વાળે કબૂલ લેજો નહીં, તમે આપો તો જોવે. એની સામે તો સામેથી થોડા એમ કે હું કબૂલી લઉં. કબૂલ લેવાય કબૂલી લેજો નહીં તો ડિફેન્સ ની થ્રેટ સમજી ગયા તો. ચાલો 24-15.
મનીષ કુમાર નટવાલા જનતા
એમને કહેજો વકીલ સાહેબ રોક્યા છે કે લીગલ માંથી આપવાના છે એટલું પૂછી જોઈજો. પછી
સાદિક હુસૈન મોમી, લિયાકત હુસૈન મોમી, રફીક હુસૈન મોમી, નાસિર હુસૈન મોમી. આરોપી નંબર 3-4 તરફે હું એક બે તરફે સાહેબ કદાચ નેક્સ્ટ મુદ્દતે એમની તરફે પણ મારે
તમારે આવવાનું નથી. વીપી આવ્યું તો થઈ જ
આમનું મૂકી દઉં છું. એમની જોડે મુલાકાત લેવાની છે, જેલ મુલાકાત. એના પછી આજે 2 નું ફાઇલ કરું, 3 અને 4. દિલીપભાઈ ઠક્કર, જયંતભાઈ અમુકભાઈ ગઢવી, દિલીપભાઈ
તમારા વકીલ સાહેબ કોઈ હાજર થયા છે?
જી સર એમાં વીપી ફાઇલ આવતી છે
કોણ
સિનિયર સર આવે છે એમ કે
કોણ છે સિનિયર સાહેબ?
નિશ્ચિત કે ઠક્કર
કોર્ટમાં વકીલ સાહેબ છો તમે?
હા
પોતે વકીલ છો?
સર વાગેલો એના રીતે નથી
અચ્છા. તો ટાઈ તો પહેરે ને?
આયે છે સર
ક્યાંય વહી ગયું છે?
ઇન્ફેક્શન
ચાલો બાકી આજે વીપી ત્રણેય તરફે હાજર થાવ છો?
હા
23-10. હા કેમ 3 જણા જ હજી હાજર થયા છે, બાકીના નથી કોઈ?
એમાં સર એક તરફે હાજર થવાનો
એક તરફે જ થવાનું
હા
છે
દિલીપ સર
એ નહીં. 143, 47, 48, 49 છે તો બીજા કેટલા આરોપી છે?
એ સર કોઈ ધ્યાન નથી સિનિયર સર આવે જ છે
બધું સિનિયર ને જ ખબર છે.
ખબર નથી સર નાટક
લાવો તો ફાઇલ થોડુંક તો ફાઇલ જોઈને આવતા જાવ. થોડીક જ ખોલો આમ ધૂળ ઉડે ને ખાલી. બોલો બીજો કોણ છે? હાર્દિક જયંત ગઢવી એ ક્યાં એની જેલમાં છે? તમારા કેસમાં કેટલા આરોપીઓ છે? 5. ફાઇલ તમે હમણાં પકડાણા છો? જેલની અંદર 3 વર્ષ થયા? અચ્છા, બીજાના કેસ ચાલી ગયા છે? અચ્છા 23-10. ચાલો 27 નંબર.
શંકરભાઈ પટણી ઓફિસી એમએમ છે
અને આવતી તારીખ હાજર થાવ. આવતીકાલ ના ના બરોબર 14 પછી જ આપણે મેચ કઈ તારીખ? 18 તારીખે.
અમદાવાદ જેલ શંકરભાઈ નાનજીભાઈ પટણી 18-10 નામદાર કોર્ટ મોટું
પછી લઈએ પુરાવો પતી જાય પછી
તો એકાદ વાગે આવીએ સર.
બીજીમાં એક છે એમાં Yes, તમારે
I have to take specific instructions. I have taken specific instructions. If it may please your lordship, I may make a small request, your lordship. They have already arranged 1 lakh rupees through someone creating liability. So that amount can be reduced, and the part amount in security, they will, because a relative has to come from there and she is 8 months pregnant. So she will have to come in flight and go back, and that will also have to be bared by the parents, and they are in a medical condition as I specified.
then go for another surety.
Only one relative has a car. That is the scenario. If it could be reduced by 20,000, your lordship,
Which amount?
the surety amount from 1 lakh to
No.
the
That has
amount
to
of
be.
deposit.
No. Depositing will be 1 lakh only. I can reduce from solvent surety. Your prayer is to that effect only. Now you cannot come and say, "Okay, now this is the condition, therefore cash amount of this be deposited."
Please, your lordship. That was the instructions your lordship may pass appropriate order of the surety of surety.
See, this is not a,
Your
when
lordship,
you are coming for a modification of condition, the court with all fairness stated to you, okay, in lieu of solvent surety, you can deposit 1 lakh rupees. That's case. This was your request and this was your submission.
please,
Now you are making another, taking a U-turn and telling the court, okay, now appropriate order be passed.
no, your lordship, appropriate order for 1 lakh of what I was.
Depositing.
Please,
Okay, 1 lakh.
they are ready to deposit. What I was making a request is deposition of 80,000 and 20,000 of surety, simple surety. So, you know, your lordship.
I am telling 1 lakh rupees you deposit cash
Please,
and simple surety. I am not asking for solvent surety. And even now, as per the new amendment, you don't require solvency certificate up to 1 lakh rupees
Please.
also. So you can ask, anyone can stand as with your security.
Please.
And that's simple security would be of 10,000 only.
please, oblige. Oblige,
So someone will have to remain your surety also for rupees 10,000
please.
and 1 lakh rupees cash.
જી સર જે શ્યોરિટી નામ આપે છે એનું વેરિફિકેશન કરવાની આપ પરમિશન આપો કારણ કે જે શ્યોરિટી આપે છે સિમ્પલ સ્યુરિટી એનું વેરિફિકેશન કરવાની આપકો પરમિશન
10,000 નો કોણ રહેશે તમારો જામીન?
Lordship, as per at present, a relative, a cousin, is going to come as per my instruction.
એટલે ગમે તેને રાખો એમાં. You can ask someone from the local also 10,000 not
That is,
and that you don't require solvency now because it has been extended up to 1 lakh rupees as per new. કેટલા 1 લાખ છે કે વધારે છે?
1 લાખ
1 lakh.
સુધી. એટલે એમાં 50,000 રાખો તો શું ફરક પડે?
That is what I was proposing, your lordship.
But you were proposing કે લાખમાંથી 80,000 કરી દો કાં તો 20,000 કરી દો અમને ને 80,000 નો તમે ઓલું કરી દો. એવું જ કહેતા હતા ને?
Sir,
એટલે
because
એ
that expenses will be have to bear by the family only, your lordship.
કયું expense?
The person who is coming from Delhi, your lordship.
એમાં તો what can I do?
Please, that is why.
I don't want someone from US should come here. That is not the condition.
રાઈટ
10,000 surety you can arrange from.
Please. Oblige.
So now 1 lakh cash in lieu of solvent surety and a 10,000
Please,
surety.
oblige.
ચાલો રાખી દો.
CRMA છે 84 51 થી 84 56 સુધીની ગ્રુપ છે. આમાં સાહેબ જે ગુલબાઈ ટેકરા આગળ અકસ્માતમાં મજૂરો મરી ગયા, એમાં સુપ્રીમ કોર્ટે જામીન આપ્યા પણ 10-10 લાખ રૂપિયા કોર્ટમાં જમા કરાયા, એટલે ટોટલ 70 લાખ જમા કરાયા. 70 લાખ જમા કરાયા એટલે 10-10 લાખ દરેક પિટિશનરને આપવાના, એટલે 7 પિટિશન છે. એમાં વારસદારને આપવાના. અમે વારસદાર જોડ્યા જ છે અરજદારના, કેમ કે મૂળ તો ગુજરી ગયા હતા, એના વારસદાર જોડ્યા. પણ એમાં શું એક પત્ની જોડીને પિટિશન કરી હોય એટલે નાઝર ઓફિસમાં એવી ક્વેરી આવી કે એમના બધા વારસદારને આપવાના કે જેને જોડ્યા છે એને જ આપવાના, એટલે આ સીઆરએમ ફાઇલ કરવી પડી.
તો હું CRA માં એમ કેમ ડિસાઈડ કરીશ?
હા સર સાચું.
કઈ પ્રોવિઝન હેઠળ કરી છે?
સર નાઝરમાં એમને એવું
અરે
કહેવાય
ભાઈ, નાજર ગમે તે, એના માટે CRA મેં CRPC નાજર આટલું હતું.
સાચી વાત છે, મેં કીધું મેં
પણ એ
કીધું તમારે
સાચી વાત તો તમે શું કામ કરી?
સર અમે તો એટલે કરી કે એમને નાઝર ઓફિસમાં મેં કીધું આ તમારે સોર્ટ આઉટ ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટમાંથી સોર્ટ આઉટ કરવી જોઈએ એટલે, અને વારસદારોએ જ પિટિશન ફાઇલ કરી છે. બધી સિમિલિયર જ છે સાહેબ. સાતમા પેરામાં લખ્યું છે નામદાર સુપ્રીમ કોર્ટના અનુસાર
અહીંયા આપણે ત્યાં કેમ આવી ગઈ? ઓકે.
હા એ અહીંયા છે 555 અહીંયા છે એટલે અહીંયા હા
Under number 3 is also same.
હા
From same apply.
હા છે.
For transfer.
શું ટ્રાન્સફર?
Then the revision application yesterday I will.
મારું તો આના માટે જ છે. હા સુપ્રીમ કોર્ટે કીધું. હા તો પછી નાઝરે ખોટી ક્વેરી
કા તમે બંને અંદર વાતો કરી લ્યો.
સોરી
એ ખોટી છે કે સાચી છે એમાં આપણે નક્કી કરશું.
હા અગાઉ એ સાહેબ
તો તમે કોર્ટમાં શું કામ ડિપોઝિટ કરાવી છે?
સબ એમને કોર્ટમાં ડિપોઝિટ કર્યા સુપ્રીમ કોર્ટના ઓર્ડર મુજબ. સિવિલ કોર્ટમાં 17/5/23 છે. ડાયરેક્ટ તો સાહેબ ના આપી શકે ને.
તો શું કામ ના આપી શકાય?
એ એમને ડિપોઝિટ કર્યા સાહેબ નામદાર સુપ્રીમ કોર્ટના ઓર્ડર મુજબ.
હા તો નામદાર કોર્ટમાં એવું ક્યાં કીધું?
ના નથી લખ્યું અને આમને જમા લીધા
ડિપોઝિટ બિફોર
હા.
ટ્રાયલ છે.
17/5/23. પેઢી નામ મૂકી જ દરેક ની પાછળ સિરિયલ નંબર 2 લિસ્ટના.
હા તો એમના વારસો કોણ છે? એ તો તમારે કેવું જ પડે
હા
ને વિગત.
હા સર એટલે હવે પેઢી નામ મૂક્યું છે પણ પિટિશનરને આપવાના કેમ કે એ એના વારસદાર જ છે.
તો બીજા કોણ વારસદાર?
બીજા છે એમના દીકરાઓ છે.
હા તો અમને કેમ ખબર?
હા સર મેં પેઢી નામ મૂક્યું એટલે તમારી આપણા જોડે 8451 હોય તો 2 નંબર ની શું છે એમાં મુકેશભાઈ ભરતભાઈ ના પુત્ર ના ગીતાબેન એમના વાઇફ છે. રવિરાજ અને જીવરાજ કુમાર એમના દીકરા છે. આપ સાહેબ જોડે 8451 પહેલી આપી
10 લાખ ડિપોઝિટ થઈ ગયા છે.
ખાસ 70 લાખ ટોટલ ડિપોઝિટ થયા એમ લખ્યું જ છે.
તમારી અરજી કઈ સેક્શન હેઠળની છે?
હા સાચી વાત છે કે સેક્શન સાચી વાત છે. મેં ખાલી સુપ્રીમ કોર્ટના CRMA ફાઇલ કરી. સાચી વાત છે કે સાહેબ નાઝરના પૈસા ઉપાડવા માટેની છે.
હા તો પૈસા ઉપાડવા માટે
સેક્શન સાચી વાત. સેક્શન હવે
નાજર ત્યાં શું કે છે?
નાઝર એવું કીધું કે વારસદારને આપવાના પણ હવે આમના બે આપ સાહેબ જોડે એમના દીકરા છે એમના વારસદાર તરીકે સુપ્રીમ કોર્ટે વારસદાર લખ્યું લીગલ એટલે નાઝર
તો પેલા તમે બી વાંચો ને કોકના વાક્ય શું લખ્યું છે સુપ્રીમ કોર્ટના ઓર્ડરમાં.
within the period of the day, further condition and the period of 5 lakh to be filed એટલે તો બીજા મને two instruments have a deposit
એટલે વારસો લખ્યું એવું તમે વારસો બોલો છો ને
legal representative.
હા તો હેર્સ ક્યાંથી લઈ
હા
આવ્યા તમે?
સર.
બધું સાચું સાચું કહો છો ને નાજર ખોટા ખોટા એવું બોલ
ના ના સર, પણ નાઝર સાહેબ એવું કીધું કે કયા વારસદાર, એટલે મેં પીડિતાનું રજૂ
વાત તો
કર્યું.
સાચી જ ને કયા વારસદારો
પણ સાહેબ આ પિટિશનર ને આપવાના
કાલે વારે બીજા કોઈક આવે તો શું કરો ફેમિલી માંથી તમારે કે હું વારસદાર
તો
છું
સાહેબ બાયફર્કેશન કરે તો મને વાંધો.
અરે પણ તમે બતાવો તો ખબર પડે ને
મેં પીડિતાનું સાહેબ એટલે જ રજૂ કર્યું, પણ મેં પીડિતાનું એટલે જ રજૂ કર્યું.
બાકી
બધામાં 2 નંબરથી મેં પીડિતાનું રજૂ કર્યું જ છે સાહેબ.
મને જોગવાઈ બતાવો કઈ જોગવાઈ
તો સાહેબ 2 દિવસ પછી રાખો.
ટાઈમ છે ને માંગો છો
સાચી વાત છે, હું જોડે આમાં છે ને જે કન્સર્ન વકીલ છે ને એને આજે
હવે કન્સર્ન વકીલ બાર છે સિનિયર બાર છે
પ્રોક્સીમાં આવ્યો એટલે સાહેબ એ બાર છે એટલે જ એમને મને
આટલી બધી દલીલ કરી દીધી કે નાજર ખોટા છે ઓલા સાહેબારે
ના
ચર્ચા
સાહેબ હું એટલે એની જોડે જ છું,
અને
પણ
પછી
એમને જે ચલાવી મેટર આખી એમને ચલાવી એટલે
તો તમે ઉભા હું કેમ થયા પાછા
સાહેબ સાચી વાત છે એ નથી એટલે જ હું ઉભો છું.
હાલો બધા એમ રિપોર્ટ આપો હવે
હું અરજી અપાઈ દઉં.
બધું લખજો કે કન્સર્ન વકીલ નથી
હા,
હું
નથી.
proxy છું ને
હા લખી દઉં. 2 દિવસ પછી રાખો છો તો એ પેલું બતાવી દઉં.
તે કોઈને મેન્શન
સિરિયલ નંબર 1
હા 54
ક્રિમિનલ અપીલ 137
આપવાના થશે
હું અપૂર્ણ તરફે છું.
ચાલો
એમાં સર મેં લેખિત દલીલો શેઠ સાહેબ માંથી ત્યારે મતલબ 22 માં આપી દીધેલી છે, ત્યારથી ઓર્ડર ઉપર પછી ચાલી છે નથી.
નમિતાબેન વ્યાસ
બાકી રાખીએ આવી રીતે. જોઈ લેશું
મેં સાહેબ લેખિત દલીલો
હા,
આપેલી તો
તમે હાજર છો
જી
અત્યારે દલીલ ઉપર છે
સિરિયલ નંબર 3 છે સાહેબ,
રિવિઝન ત્યાં ચલાવો પેલા
પણ સાહેબ ત્યાં ટાઈમ 21
ના તો
11
તો તમારે એમાં
સાહેબ my application may be read sir, for a minute I may be permitted to argue sir, I will show the case status, how many time we requested, when the judge was not available we requested for short date, અને અમે સાહેબને ખબર પડી કે અમે શોર્ટ ડેટ ની રિક્વેસ્ટ કરી તો આવતી મુદતે અમને જાડ્યા કે હું નથી એટલે શોર્ટ ડેટ લેવાની જાઓ હવે વર્ષ સુધી તમારી મેટર નહીં. This is open court statement sir by the learned judge sir.
we will not rely upon that open court statement what open court
As an officer of the court why I will lie sir, therefore I am, this is an application sir,
then why the judge would have a grievance against you
there is no grievance sir, પણ કોર્ટ કે મારી પાસે ટાઈમ નથી સાહેબ, how we can do for that sir.
એટલે the way in which you are expressing એવો તો કોઈ દિવસ કોઈ કોર્ટ નો ટર્ન ન હોય મારી પાસે ટાઈમ નથી એમ
સાહેબ હવે સાહેબ એવું હવે
કીધું હોય કે
સાહેબ-
કદાચ એમની પાસે ટાઈમ નથી એવી રીતે but what has happened is to be stated by the if you are saying to the officer as an officer of your application
સાહેબ એફિડેવિટ પર
your
બોલ્યો તો સરસ
application-
નહીં લાગે સાહેબ, એટલે we should not file this such
Your
type of thing on
application-
affidavit સાહેબ.
your application is pending since December 2022
Yes my lord.
now here the matter is posted for framing of charges
Yes my lord.
and therefore you now want a case that revision
Sir,
to be transferred and
That
heard.
particular case status may be seen સાહેબ, number of time we have requested for short date, હવે સાહેબ short date ની આપે એમાં અમારી શું ભૂલ સાહેબ?
તમારી કઈ you produce that record
સાહેબ કેસ સ્ટેટસ માં પ્રોડ્યુસ કર્યું છે સાહેબ.
એમાં લખ્યું છે કે આમાં
ના ના સાહેબ,
એમાં-
હવે હું બતાવું સાહેબ કેટલી વાર મુદત પડી છે ને એકવાર અમે શોર્ટ ડેટ ની રિક્વેસ્ટ કરી,
એવું સ્ટેટસમાં બતાવે છે
હા બતાડે છે સાહેબ, I will show સાહેબ. પેજ નંબર 5 સાહેબ, સાહેબ એક 20/5 હતી સાહેબ પહેલા, નીચે પેજ નંબર 5 માં નીચે 20/5 હતી સાહેબ, 26/6 આપી, 26/6 સાહેબ રજા ઉપર હતા એટલે અમે જે કન્સર્ન જજ હતા એમને પાસે જઈને 6 નો લીધી, સોરી સાહેબ.
આ ડેટ પડીએ છે તમે ત્યાં રિક્વેસ્ટ કરી હતી કે તમે એ તો ઓરલી સબમિશન થયું.
શેનું સાહેબ?
મને શેની ખબર છે એનું એટલે.
સાહેબ એટલે એની પહેલા બી
તમે આ
સાહેબ
તમે આ બતાવીને એમ કહો છો કે ભાઈ મેં શોર્ટ ડેટ ની એડજોર્નમેન્ટ ની
હા
રિક્વેસ્ટ કરી
સાહેબ, હા સાહેબ, મે બી
આમાંથી મને
ટ્રાન્સફર જજ પાસેથી થાય.
આમાંથી ક્યાં બતાવાશે? તમે મને ડેટ્સ બતાવો છો કેસ સ્ટેટસ નો. તમે કોઈ એપ્લિકેશન મૂવ કરી કે સાહેબ અમારે અર્જન્સી છે એ બતાવો તો આઈ કેન.
સાહેબ ગઈ મુદત 2-3 મુદત પહેલા મેં કામબોર્ડ લેવાની અરજી આપી કે સાહેબ મારે ડેટ પ્રીપોન્ડ કરવાની છે, તો કામબોર્ડ લેવાની અમારી નામ મંજૂર કરેલી છે, રેકોર્ડ ઉપર છે સાહેબ.
હા તો લાવો.
સાહેબ એ રેકોર્ડ ઉપર છે. હવે મેં સર્ટિફાઈડ કોપી નામદો કોડ રેકોર્ડ મંગાવ્યો સાહેબ, એમાં છે સાહેબ.
વાય આઈ શુડ કોલ ફોર રેકોર્ડ? ડોન્ટ આસ્ક કે નામદાર કોર્ટ રેકોર્ડ મંગાવે. ઇટ યુ વોન્ટ ટ્રાન્સફર, યુ ફર્નિશ ધ ડોક્યુમેન્ટ. What prevents you to asking for certified
Therefore
copy?
I moved an application સાહેબ કે
But when you are making a submission to the court for transfer of the case, don't suggest what court should do.
I'm requesting, I'm not suggesting my lord.
No, don't make
For the
what you have to do. You want the court to do that thing.
because if the records come, my lords may go better. How dates are given, how court is not conducting the matter સાહેબ. તો દર
But
વખતે
you can ask for the certified copies.
it takes time સાહેબ, અને time નથી સાહેબ. That is the only problem સાહેબ.
No. Since December 22, matter is your revision is pending, and now
Sir,
you said
સાહેબ નામદાર કોડ ખાલી જો તારીખ 3 મહિનાની તારીખ પડે છે સાહેબ. હવે 3 મહિના તો સાહેબ 9 મહિના જ થયા છે સાહેબ. 3 મહિનાની તારીખ આપતો હોય તો સાહેબ અમે કેવી રીતે કરીએ સાહેબ?
but you get that rejection.
ભાઈ એ રિજેક્શન રેકોર્ડ ઉપર છે સાહેબ રિવિઝનમાં કે કામબોર્ડ લેવાની અરજી ના મંજૂર કરી છે સાહેબ.
ક્યારે કરી આપે?
10 દિવસ પહેલાની વાત છે
હા તો
સાહેબ.
મને આપો તમે કે તમારી લાંબી તારીખ જ્યારે બી પડી હતી ત્યારથી તમે પહેલી તારીખ છે 14/12, બીજી તારીખ છે 15/12,
એ તો ફ્રેશ એ દિવસે
ત્રીજી
ચડી
છે
જશે.
13/1,
હમ
4/2,
હમ
7/2,
હમ
4/3.
એ બધી શોર્ટ ડેટ માટે રિક્વેસ્ટ કરી સાહેબે આપી પણ ચલાઈ નથી સાહેબ. નામદાર કોર્ટ જોઈ શકે છે વી આર રિક્વેસ્ટિંગ ફોર શોર્ટ ડેટ, પણ સાહેબ પાસે
મને
ટાઈમ
એમ નથી દેખાતું કે યુ આર રિક્વેસ્ટિંગ ફોર શોર્ટ ડેટ.
સાહેબ,
ખાલી
નામદાર
ડેટ
જો-
પડી છે એ જ દેખાય છે.
તો સાહેબ એનું મતલબ એ જ
અને
થાય કે
તમે
સાહેબ
તો એવું લાગો કે વી હેવ વન ધી સ્પેક્ટેકલ્સ કે વી વોટએવર
ના ના સાહેબ. હવે સાહેબ પેજ નંબર 5 મે બી સીન સાહેબ 13/1 ની 4/2 પડી છે, 4/2 પછી 7/2 પડી છે, 7/2
you move an application there કે sir we have urgency અને if
we
it
have
is to be
moved સાહેબ, that
rejected
has been rejected સાહેબ. અને સાહેબ આની પહેલા મેં નીચે ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટમાં પ્રીપોન્ડ ની અરજી કરી સાહેબ કે મને ડેટ પ્રીપોન્ડ હતો. સાહેબે નંબર પાડોને ના પાડી દીધી કે એવી મેટર સિટી સિવિલમાં ના થાય. એટલે I was forced to file 408 application by the
if it is
department.
if your application is as per procedure,
હા.
no one can say no.
ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટ has said note કે ભાઈ કયા પ્રોવિઝન અને તમે પ્રીપોન્ડ ની અરજી કરો છો. મેં કે સાહેબ મારે નામદાર કોર્ટે કામબોર્ડ લેવાની ના મંજૂર કરી છે, એટલે now I want to prepone that because the revision is has to be heard.
Then
તો
you should
નીચે
know what should be done. We are not here to say
નહીં પણ સાહેબ ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટ હાથ ઉપર કરતે તો what we do
no,
સાહેબ?
no, department do not have such kind of powers.
સાહેબ ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટ મારી
કે હાથ
અરજી
ઊંચા
લેવાની ના
કરી
પાડી
દે.
દીધી
No,
સાહેબ
no. If it is as per procedure, then no one can say
કે
no.
તમે કયા પ્રોવિઝન અંડર ફાઇલ કરો છો. હવે સાહેબ પ્રીપોન્ડ તો મને બી ખબર નથી which provision under I should
તો
file.
તમે શીખો.
સાહેબ this is a criminal, it is not civil case સાહેબ. 151 ની અરજી હું ફાઇલ કરી દઉં સાહેબ.
151 ની અરજી પ્રીપોન્ડ માટે ન થાય. 151 એ inherent powers છે.
બસ સાહેબ એટલે for
We are not here for discussion.
therefore my request then appropriate order may be passed. My lord. What else I can do sir?
You can do many things. You don't want to put anything on record. You want the court to call for
I
the
don't want to
records.
put any allegation against any judge. Therefore this
We
is
are
a
not
simple
considering-
application my lord.
We are,
Okay, main matter is pending before this
we are
honorable.
not concerned with the allegation right now. Anyone can make any kind of allegation against
But
anyone.
that is what I want to not make. Therefore this is a simple application.
If you want to say make it on affidavit, we will consider it.
But I don't want to make my lord.
Then
That
why
is
are
a
you making
submission.
such kind of submission? To
Because-
threaten the court?
No, my lord.
Then-
No, because I want to my
Then don't make
revision should be
allegation.
heard my lord. That is only a problem.
No, every judge is doing their own duty with
But
all
they are-
responsibility.
I am never saying
Then
that.
why are you
But
making
they are
such kind of
overburdened.
submission?
Therefore I am requesting my lord.
But you move an application,
I have moved that has been rejected. my
where
lord.
is this on record?
Therefore I'm record may be called my lord. There is
અરે
only
પણ હું શું કામ રેકોર્ડ કોલ કરું? તમારે જે કામ કરીને મૂકવાનું છે એના માટે મારે બોલાવાનું. I don't find કે record is to be called.
my lords go records have record થી વધારે clear થશે. Therefore only saying સાહેબ
But
દર
why-
વખતે હું
why
certificate copy ના
why
આપે
do
સાહેબ
you
મને.
why do you do not want to make clear from your part? You have come for transfer of the case. It is your duty to furnish the
Ma'am,
document, but you do
In
not want
this
to. produce.
application, my only ground is because main case is pending before this honorable. Therefore revision should be here.
Ah,
That is only that ground.
so
પણ
show me
હવે
the provision.
નામદાર કોર્ટ હા
Show me the provision.
408 સાહેબ
Ah,
transfer.
No, transfer is another thing. If session case is pending, then revision also should go here.
It is a practice of city civil court કે જ્યાં
Show me
FIR
what is the practice. I want to know what is the practice of court. City
હા તો
civil.
સાહેબ મને ટાઈમ આપો સાહેબ 2 દિવસમાં. I will show સાહેબ.
How can you say
Court-
city court practice? Who says that?
સાહેબ FIR yeah,
I mean, show me the provision. There
I
cannot
will
be
show,
any
sir.
practice.
In that case I
આ
will show.
મનગઢત practice ન ચાલે એમાં.
કઈ વાંધો નથી
You
સાહેબ.
don't want to produce anything. પ્રેક્ટિસ છે સિટી કોર્ટ ની રેકોર્ડ મંગાવી લો સાહેબ, આપને ક્લિયર દેખાશે બધું.
પણ સાહેબ રેકોર્ડ
સિટી કોર્ટ ની પ્રેક્ટિસ છે કે અમારે કઈ નહીં કરવાનું,
સાહેબ હું
તમારે
દર
કરવાનું.
વખતે સર્ટિફાઈડ કોપી માંગુ સાહેબ આપી દે એવું બી નથી સાહેબ. હવે હું આજે અરજી કરી દઈશ અને I will show કે સાહેબ my કામ બોર્ડ લેવલ અરજી has been rejected.
આપો ને, હું જોઉં છું,
આપું
મને
તો
બી
કઈ
ખબર
વાંધો નહીં
પડે
સાહેબ.
ને
2
કે
દિવસ
ભાઈ,
પછી આજુ હું આજે
if there is any fault in the procedure, then I am here to correct it.
oblige my lord. Then
There
I
is
will
no reason. No one can
oblige,
say no.
oblige, my lord.
You file an application.
2 દિવસની તારીખ આપો ને સાહેબ, આજે અરજી કરી દઉં સાહેબ.
બાકી અર્જન્સીમાં કોઈ ના નથી પાડતું. અર્જન્સી you go there.
અર્જન્સીમાં ચાર્જશીટ ફાઇલ થઈ ગઈ સાહેબ. ચાર્જશીટ ફાઇલ થઈ ગઈ સાહેબ. એટલે we have moved કેમ કે આમાં શું હતું કે સાહેબ ઇન્વેસ્ટિગેશન ઓફિસર
ચાર્જશીટ તો ટાઈમે થઈ જાય ને ફાઇલ.
એટલે સાહેબ we moved before movement that rejected we moved before this honorable court અને નામદાર કોર્ટે પછી કે સ્ટે નહીં આપ્યો અને ચલાવી નથી સાહેબ. there in between charge sheet has been filed સાહેબ. હું નથી કરતો કે ચાર્જશીટ કેમ ફાઇલ થઈ ને કેવી રીતે ફાઇલ થઈ સાહેબ.
કેવી રીતે પ્રોસિજર મુજબ થઈ છે.
14 રાખો ને સાહેબ. 14 સુધી
હા, 14.
પ્રયત્ન કરું કે મારે
હા,
certificate
ત્યાં સુધી.
Yes, sir.
એ રવા દો, પહેલા આપી દો તમારું વોલ્યુમ, એના પછી નંબર આવશે. હા એ બી વોલ્યુમ બી રવા દો. હા
Yes.
સોરી સાહેબ, મારા આજ વર્જન થી કોઈ સાહેબ આપને દુઃખ લાગ્યું હોય તો મને દુઃખ લાગે છે કે સાહેબ મારા કોઈ વર્તન થી આપને દુઃખ લાગ્યું છે.
અમને બી એવું સાંજે પડે ને, અમે વિચારીએ છીએ કે અમારાથી કઈ થયું નથી ને કોઈ નથી.
ના ના સાહેબ, આઈ એમ રિયલી વેરી સોરી. જો એવું કઈ લાગ્યું હોય સાહેબ તો આઈ એમ
આ વડીલ છો એ માટે સંપૂર્ણ માન છે. એડવોકેટ સાહેબ છો એટલે સંપૂર્ણ માન છે. પણ સંસ્થા પેલી આવે એટલું મને ખબર પડે. સંસ્થાથી ઉપરથી ઉપર કોઈ નથી.
ના ના સાહેબ હું
હું પોતે નથી અને બીજા કોઈ નથી. અને XYZ હાઈએસ્ટ ઓથોરિટી પણ સંસ્થાની
કોઈ
ઉપર
ના હોય.
નથી. એટલે એ તો ના જ ચાલે.
પણ
અને એવું તો હું
સાહેબ જ્યાં
ચાલવા-
સુધી સાહેબ મારી
અને જો હું એવું ચાલવા દઉં ને તો હું મારી ફરજમાં પાછો પડ્યો.
ચૂક આવી કહેવાય.
મારી કોર્ટ છે તો કોર્ટની રીતે જ ચાલવી જોઈએ. એમાં કોઈને કોઈ પક્ષપાત નથી હોતો, કોઈને કાંઈ નથી. લોકોને દુઃખ લાગે પોતાનું મનગમતું ન થાય એટલા માટે.
એવું ના હોય સાહેબ, આ તો કાયદો
એ
છે.
થાય તો ભલે થાય, એનો
આ તો કાયદો છે સાહેબ, આમાં મનગમતું ક્યાંથી થાય? બધું કાયદા મુજબ
એવું
થાય.
થાય કે મનગમતું ઓર્ડર ન મળે તો કે કોર્ટ
ના ના નોટ એટ ઓલ. તોય અમે હાઈલી ઓબ્લાઇજ કહીએ છીએ.
એટલે
તોય અમે
એના માટે
અમારી
તો છીએ, અમે ફરજ માટે છીએ, અમે અમારું કામ કરીએ છીએ.
આરોપીની
અમારે
વિરુદ્ધમાં
કોઈની સાથે
જાય
દુશ્મનાવટ નથી.
સર, આરોપીની વિરુદ્ધમાં જાય તોય અમે હાઈલી ઓબ્લાઇજ કહીએ છીએ.
હા, એ તો ન્યાયની પ્રક્રિયા છે.
હા.
કંઈક ગુનો થયો છે.
પણ જ્યાં સુધી મુદતની વાત આજ પછી સાહેબ, જ્યારે આજ ક્યારેય મેં ખોટી મુદત લગભગ લેવાનો પ્રયત્ન કરેલો નથી. Because I am I am duty bound morally that with my work, Your Honor. કઈ આપો? જી સર, હેલો.
Moreover, my lord, his arguments were related to the accused number 30, Vishant Sarkar, as far as the X2 was concerned, the protected witness, who was directed by Vitesh Koshan from Dubai, and the present applicant, Sushant Sarkar, A30, was in contact. So, whatever X2 has done is some and substance of the argument was that I am not related to that. X2 has done, it was Vitesh Koshan who has done that. His application is also silent on the aspect, is not rebutted all the contentions of the prosecution. He has stated X2 has not been charged sheeted. X1 on a similar instance in the December consignment, we are dealing with the November 2020 consignment. As far as the applicant is concerned.
Yes.
There are 6 consignments which I have pointed out, my lords. The first is with respect to the applicant, the November 2020 first consignment. The second consignment is of December 2021. The third consignment is of March 2021. The fourth is of June 2021, 11 June. The fifth consignment is of 15 June 2021. And the last consignment, which was caught at Mundra court, is on 11th September 2020. Investigation began when the 6th consignment was caught by the PRI and more than 3,000 kilograms of heroin was recovered. Thereafter, our searches were done in respect to Delhi and the investigation progressed. These facts have been already taken into consideration, but I just doing the repetition of my account is to make aware the court. The court is already aware of that part. And
You can point out the role of Sushanta Sarkar.
definitely, ma'am. I'll begin with the conspiracy as to the knowledge that has transcribed as far as this applicant is concerned. I think my lords to
Sushanta Sarkar is, as per your case,
Right.
how he is connected
how is that?
and with whom?
Mother.
Out of
Sushanta
the
is a
six,
very
out of the 6 consignment that has come, as per your case, Sushanta Sarkar is connected with
Vitesh Koshan.
first, first consignment, second, third, first
Only
consignment,
first,
only first.
only.
Okay.
November 2020.
November 2020
I
consignment.
will only point out related to those documents where Sushanta Sarkar plays a vital role. Why Sushanta Sarkar in my reply,
Yes.
reply, I mentioned why he traveled to Dubai, why his the firm got re-registered. He was having contacts. He is not denying on that aspect. He has argued that I have been in contact with Vitesh Koshan. So I will not take my lords to trouble on that.
Sushanta Sarkar is in contact with Vitesh
Vitesh Koshan.
Koshan,
Vitesh Koshan is the kingpin
who is at
who is in
Dubai.
Dubai. He's a wanted accused in this case, number 7. He's the one who has sent all this consignment in
All 6
connivance
consignment,
with all these wanted.
all
accused
6, all
of
6,
crime.
all 6 consignment. Vitesh Koshan is involved.
In pilot, 5 consignments.
5.
The last consignment, some other players were there. But as far as the Afghanis are concerned, wanted accused one, Hussein Dar, he is the one who is the sender of all the 6 consignments. British has facilitated and the Indian counterpart, Kabir Talwar, was involved in the first and second consignment. So So we are dealing with the applicant. So Kapil Talwar's roles also assumes greater significance when we discuss about this present applicant. With this honorable court has on the last occasion, Kapil Talwar matter was considered, the prosecution was considered, the evidence on records and his bail application. Now we move the honorable high court. These are appeals matter. 1980, CRA 1980. We have filed a reply in that matter. It will be taken up. So
Where
Kapil
Talwar, it is pending before which bench?
the honorable division bench of Justice Koje and and
That is pending.
that is pending matter. So Kapil's matter is directly connected with this. Sushanta travels pilot in 2018 meets Ritesh Koshar. Reply. In the reply, my lords, they see. May I draw my lord's attention to the reply, capital reply at page number 28, my lord. The starting of the conspiracy. He is not disputing he meets, but I will still mention the relevant period while he traveled to Dubai.
Yes.
Page number 28 of my reply.
But yes. Yes.
Passport number 72, departure date 11 April 2018. 19 April, departure 20 May 2019. Arrival 24/6/2019. Departure from India 9th October 2019. Arrival 8 November. Departure again 11th July. 25th July. Departure date 23rd May. Arrival 31st May. Up to 2020. The first date, my lord, in 2018, 19th April and 11th April. This departure meets with Desh. They decide amongst that I will be sending some consignment.
No, how can one believe that he has visited Dubai?
Dubai. He is not denying, there are documents. The travel documents are at volume annexure B, volume 7 of the second supplementary charge.
This visit was with a sponsor.
With Desh. He is not denying that. In his arguments, he is stating, I have traveled, I have met, I do converse. There are telephonic conversations also. There is a CDR. I will point out that CDR on the later part. He is neither denying, but I will show that. I will discard my burden.
Yes,
Establishing his
if he
contact.
is not denying that, that should not be.
Taken as an admission. I will discard my burden.
So,
I want
as per your say, he has visited number of times. Many person would be visiting Dubai.
Definitely.
But how can we come to a prima facie conclusion that he has
CDR.
visited Dubai to meet with a sponsor?
CDR.
CDR is there.
CDR.
Okay.
Contact. Madam. The travel documents are at,
Travel documents not disputed.
not disputed. Grateful. Now comes the part, why and how he is in contact with that person.
Yes.
And I will take my lords to the statement of one Rakesh Dejudkar.
Protected.
No, he is not.
आपने भी आपको check
PW 70 at page number. PW 70 matter, in the annexure A1,
PW.
70. Now this witness would all state about Kabir. We do not have anything to point out that he went there, apart from the CDR and the circumstantial evidence of Kabir Talwar. If I not speak correct, Kabir Talwar went to Dubai, he met Ritesh, and that is the starting of the conspiracy. So Kabir decides, Ritesh decides, we have to send something. Whom it has to be sent? There is a contact person. of mine, which they say, I will set that consignment to it. This is the trial consignment, this is the first consignment. Therefore, the load is 24,000 kgs, 18 bags were set, HDPE bags. Weighing more than 1,000 above. So, the 24,000 kilograms of semi-processed car was never imported by Sojitra Sarkar, Jesus Christ Index, which is outside accused person. Accused number 30. You are dealing with accused number 30. A30 and 33 is proprietor of Jesus Christ Index. This is Jesus Christ. Now, this consignment was sent by Vitesh, and the notified party was Nutrition LLC of Vitesh Kosher, Dubai. Freight is paid in Dubai, according from that document, by Vitesh. Jesus Christ is basically chosen because he is his contactor. They decide among themselves. This witness will point out how Kabir, this has been appreciated in Kabir's matter, while rejecting this data. How Kabir meets Vitesh, the Dubai-based accused, how they decide among themselves. Vitesh decided it has to be sent in Jesus' name, he is in contact, because that time, my lord, point me noted, my lord, I am submitting very humbly. On that relevant date, my lord, in November, agent is not registered. As a result, the first consignment, obviously, his known contact person was to be chosen. This is the prosecution case. The entire sum and substance of the case. They decide Kabir Talwar 824 and Vitesh and the other accused person, one Pakistani based W9 is there. And during that time, the conspiracy we had, we have to send some grass of Afghanistan. It comes in this state. Now, he is chosen, he frequently travels to Dubai, the present applicant Sojitra Sarkar. If Jesus Christ Index is chosen, the load is sent. In between, the registration did not happen. The packing list would point out the circumstantial evidences which I point out that the packing list is of prior for the December consignment also. Already made it is chosen. One important document which he has not disclosed to the court is the road challan. How do we come to know that the consignment is coming? So I'm just giving a brief how Vitesh would send it and how it has arrived in Calcutta, the port at Calcutta. The CFS has been contacted. How he sends the documents for clearance, the custom house agent, Subhashis Roy, Subhashis Kina Roy. How that is loaded by his help to Sojitra Sarkar, why there is knowledge, Mrinal Kanti owner, and why he gets received payment. There is no remittance in the entire transaction. If you are importing a semi-precious starch stone, it has to be sold in some market. The semi-precious starch stone, there is no buyer for that. In fact, he receives 2 lakhs from one RN Datta for giving his documents by Vitesh Kosher. There is an IMPS transfer by Vitesh Kosher during the relevant time. Also, he receives 18 lakh rupees in total. 22 lakh rupees has been received through banking channel, deposited by X2 at the instance of Vitesh Kosher. This amount is directly related to
Deposited by X2.
X2. So I'll read the statement of Rakesh Jidukar as far as the conspiracy hatched by Kabir is concerned. I'll directly take my lords to PW 70 statement.
Yes,
My lords.
but read only the relevant portion.
My lords. It starts from 2019 and prior to that, my lords, the relationship of Kabir as well as there are certain other characters with Vitesh and Kabir have a common friendship. I'll start from October on the second page. Thereafter, in October 2020, so and so told me Kabir is in Mumbai and want to discuss another important and asked me to come to so and so Mumbai. When I reached around 4-5 p.m., few persons were already present. I'll skip the name, my lord. I do not remember. At that time, Shetty, so and so were drinking, and Kabir and another person's name I don't remember was doing something. Weed. And after sitting there an hour, I left that place. On the next day, Ash called me around 1 p.m. and asked me to come to that office. When I reached, around 2 to 9, 8, 9% were present, so and so, so and so, so and so. And one person was taking drugs with Kabir. Kabir is a consumer of drugs. Also, he traffics apart from that. At that time, Kabir was discussing deal with one CFS in Nava Shiva, district park. After some time, got up, left that place. After that, Kabir started discussing with Darshak about purchasing an auction dry dates. Contact in Pakistan has told that dry dates from Pakistan is available at much lower price. Also, Kabir confirmed about the price of dry dates with Vicky therein. Vicky is the absconding accused 99. Supported his talk, I want to state that tone of Vicky was little different and sounds like Pathan. If I'm shown his photograph, I can identify it. Then Kabir told me that he's importing dry dates at Mundra, Gujarat at a US dollar $350 per ton and asked me if I can do this work in our and single state. Then I told him Mumbai pricing is around so and so, not possible. Then Kabir said you talk to his Pakistani agent about the rate of new crop of dry dates. He told me that another consignment is pipeline and told me to remain in touch with his accountant, who is in account of Sri Kabir. Then I left that place. After a few days, Harsh told me that Kabir was going to Dubai for a dry day deal and told me that he and Gaurav were also coming and he approved my tickets after 2 to 3 days. And I had come to Dubai. Around first week of December 2020, I went to Dubai and stayed at Deluxe Room in Hyatt Place, booked by Harsh. On being asked, I said that and the next day I went to the apartment with Gaurav, Harsh, Gaurav Rao, so and so were present. I came in the apartment room. They were discussing about some deal in Delhi. After some time, Kabir went to take rest, 2 persons left. Then we went to visit Dubai. I returned back in their room. At that time, 4 persons were sitting, so and so. They tried into the real name of Raju is Vitesh Koshal. They were arguing with Raju regarding some payment. Then Raju was saying that he's not running anywhere and offered him to buy from Afghanistan, which would be loaded from Iran. Raju also told that he went to Afghanistan recently after some time all left for meeting some work in Dubai. And I came back in March. On next day morning when I went to their apartment and pressurizing Gaurav Rao pressurizing Raju to give foods for which he had made advance payment. Then Raju gave address of few godowns in so and so and Harsh went to godowns. At that time, Rajesh Patti was sleeping in Kabir and Raju went together somewhere. After godown visit, Harsh went back to room to take rest. Along with Gaurav went to Diara market. After that, I returned to my room and slept. On next day, Gaurav and Kabir went with Raju to somewhere and returned back to 6 p.m. In the evening, 5 p.m., they all went to Nija of Kabir and I returned back to India. In January 2021, one paragraph afterwards, so and so account of Kabir had forwarded a copy of bill of lading. Then I checked on records. I found that the container was sold on by DRI. I informed the same. Then I noticed that the import was in the name of Irene Enterprises. The IC was owned by the IC had given to Kabir. Last paragraph. On being asked that, I said I returned back to India. Then DRI summoned me, but I got scared and ran away. Then Kabir made payment of advocacy file anticipated in the court was rejected. I was ordered to present myself before DRI and comply with something. Meanwhile, another consignment of ticket was sold. Later in November 2021, to make arrangement in the yard for release of the DRI, I was not able to do that in the Nava Shiva port. So this person would inform what transcribed from the statement is Kabir and Vitesh are associated with each other. Kabir would travel and the consignment would come back. Now, I will take directly to the statement of one R.N. Datta, which my learned friend had read, but in a different context. PW 40 matter. He is no more, he has committed suicide. Now, Vitesh was directly in contact with him. We have to read the entire background. I will permit it to you. Second page, my Ratindra Nath Datta. But his statement came to record in my on 27/9/2020. One day after he has completed.
Yes.
Mark. Second page, Mark. Role in instant case. I was in contact with British Kosher since 2008 has met me at Customs of Kolkata. And even British told me he's involved in the business of import export. We both exchanged our contact numbers and he used to send me messages on my mobile. However, our connection was lost after some time. In 2017, British again contacted me through a clearing agent regarding clearing of this consignment of medicines at Kolkata airport. He told me that there are 7-8 bills of entry of this consignment. It contains coating powder and the goods were exported from Dubai. Because told me the consignment was in that airport due to non-clearance of sample of this. On behalf of a person named Sushanta Sarkar, the present applicant, I stated I came in contact with Sushanta in 2017 in my office to British Kosher Dubai. He is working as an importer 2020. I met him many times in my office or on shops outside my office. In 2020, he asked rupees 1 lakh for some personal work. I gave him cash and returned the money after 14 days in cash. On being asked about person in British and foreign trade, I stated I never traveled to any foreign countries. I know British Kosher Dubai. He met me around 10 years back in my office at Kolkata. He told me he works as an importer in West Bengal and then in 2018, he messaged me on WhatsApp that he shifted to Dubai. The number from which I received messages Dubai number. He sent me normal messages like this morning on WhatsApp. He used to call me on WhatsApp. In this call, he talked about family and normal discussion. He also invited me to travel to Dubai along with family, but I refused. I never asked for any personal work favor from him. Further, I used to provide assistance to Ritesh in the business of import export as and when he sought my advice in the matter. In 2020, Ritesh called me and told that he is importing consignment of towel to Messrs. Jesus Christ Infects from Afghanistan. He told me that in this consignment, he is smuggling small quantity of heroin and asked me to facilitate the clearing of this consignment. I agreed for the same in lieu of rupees 5 lakhs. Further, on direction of the state, I provided 2 lakhs to Sushanta Sarkar, the present applicant, for paying the clearing fees and tax duty of the said consignment. On directions of the state, I arranged clearance of consignment of TAL by Jesus Christ Infects in the month of November 2020. I talked with the CHA who was known to me and asked him to arrange the clearance of the goods at the earliest. Later, after clearing of the consignment, I received 5 lakh from Ritesh Kosher through his associate X2. But the CHA. Now we come to the CHA part matter. The Custom House Agent. PW 13 matter.
PW
PW 13. 13.
13.
Now, the Satindranath Datta decided PW 40 would state that the custom house agent was selected. 5 lakhs was received from British. In lieu of that, the heroin consignment was cleared. I am a custom officer. I am a this PW 40 member is a custom officer. He took PRS.
PW 13 is
PW
Subhasis.
13 is the custom house agent.
Subhasis.
Subhashit Sinha Roy.
Yes. What you want to point out from his
Third, fourth from down, fifth paragraph. Today I am asked about the work done by BPN Logistics for import clearance of the consignment of semi-processed star spoons in the name of Sushanta Sarkar, Jesus Christ Index, 188 by 1, Mahananda Pali, Ward number so and so, PS English Bazaar, Malda, West Bengal, at Customs House, Kolkata, on 9th November 2020. I say that this job was referred to me by a retired customs officer named Pratindranath Datta, PW40 SP registration, who was an appraiser in Customs House, Kolkata, having number 921. I say that I was well acquainted with appraiser R.N. Datta, and hence I accepted the job referred by him. I do not know the importer Sushanta Sarkar, as he was a walking client of PDN Logistics through reference from R.N. Datta. I say that Sushanta never visited office, and the interaction with him was over the phone on his mobile number 386. I have never personally met or seen him. However, one of my staff members, Tapan Das, had met Sushanta once for collecting payment. I say the same payment was related to our agency charges for clearance of the and the CFS charges of the safe import consignment, and same was paid in cash by Sushanta Sarkar. I'll pause here for a moment. All that was paid by Sushanta Madam. The money that he received, 2 lakhs, he was doing the forwarded document. A very important question to ask. For clearance of consignment, you need originals. Now, how he has received that? Maybe he's admitting those things. He has received the documents from the Habib Shah, through Vintage by courier. He received that on phone. Now, in the further part of the statement, madam, he has to, unless the documents are not given to the custom house agent, the container which is at the CFS Century, the customer private station, they will not allow the container to move unless there is a customs clearance. This is how important is that. All the custom formalities have to be cleared by the CH. So you need the original bill of lading, you need the packing list, the description of goods, everything has to be entered in the system. So that is the job of the CH. Unless this document, so who gives this document? Sushanta Sarkar. But further we'll see how this knowledge transfer, apart from the payment, the examination was not done. I'll come to that one. Now, the second paragraph, madam, on the page 2. I am now asked to give full details about the custom clearance of the above mentioned consignment of the staff. I say that I received through WhatsApp from Sushanta mobile number, images the import documents, bill of lading, invoice, country of origin, certificate, import export code, CGST registration, PAN card, cancer check, etc. The mobile number of the car is saved in my mobile as Malda, IMP. I have retained the entire communication I had with Sushanta over WhatsApp, and I am hereby with this exact sequence of communication. On 19th October 2020, I received from Sushanta an image of invoice dated 16th September 2020, issued by Habib Shah and Marble Processing Company for sale of 18 bags of semi-processed cast stone weighing 26. I just correct my I earlier told 24. It is 26,500 kg, valued at USD 6625, which is roughly about 5 lakh, the rate at that time, to Jesus Christ in fact. So ensure address. On 21st October 21, I sent a message to Sushanta asking for AD code, PAN card, GST copy, IC copy, and same day he replied, wait please. On 27th October, he sent me a message in the morning saying that he was in Kolkata and asked me to call when free. Same day in the evening, he sent me a PDF file containing survey report by SGS for the consignment of semi-processed caststone. SGS Tehran, Barakche, who would examine these in the December consignment, 3 goods were damaged. He's the conduit matter from Iran, and he would upload the consignment from Afghanistan. It comes to Iran. But how in a truck? That information they have to say at the loading port. The loading port is Iran. Consignment comes in a truck from Afghanistan to Iran. Loading port, the shipper, everything has been dealt by Mohammed Barak Chiam. BARAKCHIEA. So Barak Chiam would do everything on behalf of SGS Tehran. There is another similar to our transaction, the loading authorities of Iran, since there is a restriction, proliferation, and other things on Iran, everything has to be done by their own agents, and they have to declare that to their CHs. So in that report, Malad agreed that in the December consignment, he would mention how the packing is done, everything is done. But there is no information of how the load from the truck, the container, was transferred into the container or the shipper, which has sent that. There is no information to that because our custom house agent would ask for there is the email communication to that effect. Nothing has been informed by them. We are sending an EMLA, we have already sent it for Iran, asking for those who said how the consignments of semi-processed caststone, packing and everything was done, how it was loaded. There is no information to that. Further, my lord. Same day, Sushanta forwarded an image, and then on 12/11/2020, I sent a word file pertaining to bill of entry dated 9/11/2020 filed by PDL Logistics on his behalf for custom clearance of the import consignment. Same day, I also sent PDF file containing to proforma invoice of PDL Logistics for import clearance of the consignment and tax raised by Austria Logistics for container charges based on the importer. On On 16/11/2020, Sushanta sent me a PDF file containing the e-receipt for IMPF fund transfer of 62,669 to Austrian Logistics Private Limited. Since the amount was a cheaper matter, this Sushanta is paying the present applicant. On 17/11/2020, he sent me a PDF file containing to transfer 54,000 on account of PVN Logistics. On 3rd December 2020, he sent me the email ID Jesus Christ Index at so and so and asked me to send him the details regarding shipping line from he wanted refund for the security deposit of 20,000. Thereafter, till 18/2021, we had no communication regarding said import clearance. However, he sent me a message regarding job prospects. CV. On 18th February, he sent me a message asking for refund of the security line in the shipping company and instructed him to send a cross check. Then the refund was taken. The next paragraph, matter. On behalf, I say that amount of 54,000 was transferred from Axis Bank Malda on account of Jesus Christ Index to PVN Logistics towards the import duty paid on the consignment. The IMPS transfer of 62,000 to Austrian Logistics was also made from the account of Axis Bank by Sushanta Sarkar. On being asked about the examination of the import consignment by custom authority, I said the same was attended by my employee, Tanmay Road, having mobile number storage. On being asked about the delivery of the import consignment, I say that the customs clearance was done at Sonai, CFS, Taratala Road, Kolkata. This is Century Fly Board, CFS, Custom Flight Station at Kolkata. The full name. Post clearance, PVN Logistics have handled movement of the fully loaded container from the premises of Sonai CFS to the point of its destuffing at Jain Goods, Kolkata, where they imported through overpossession of the goods and got the same loaded on a truck arranged by him. That is Sushanta. I say that the details of the subsequent movement of the goods is not known to me, and further transportation was arranged by the importer himself. I'll wait for a moment here. If it was to be done by the importer himself, he has the knowledge. It generally transaction. He says, why Sushanta would send Nunal Karthikona his aid and get it loaded? You know what they, you know about the oil. That is the inference that has to be drawn from this. The money that you receive, if your message Jesus Index is importing something, you're not paying remittance. On the contrary, you're receiving 22 lakhs from X2, and now you're saying that shift my liability on X2 because he has done everything. As already pointed out, I made a submission here that X2 was not knowing that he contained drugs. He came to know later when everything was done by him. He was in contact. He has done for Globe Fashions, he has done for this consignment, he has done 3-4 consignments of this Vitesh Coaster, X2. X1 is also on the similar footing. They have been used. It's because they did not have any job. It was COVID period, and they, since were in contact with Vitesh or some or the other Vitesh, will read X2 matter. So you cannot shift your life. You have the point here making that when the goods were being imported, the importer has to do everything. You are doing on behalf of it. And the importer sent somebody. Why are you so interested to get it loaded on a truck and send it to Delhi? And then, most interestingly, the road challan. That has to be shown when this part will come. But I just point out the road challan. Now, this is the document recovered from the accused, Sushanta Sarkar. Now we are coming to the loading part.
Yes.
It is recovered, my lord, 4th March 2022.
Yes.
It is produced by the accused himself. He was not an accused then. You were verifying the role of several persons. But how we started is very important matter. From Mundra we started when we are at Hotwood. The investigation progressed to June in Alipur. There we recovered in 712 Khasra, the go down. Recovery of white powder substance later. Report of the CRC and revealed it is heroin. Then we move ahead with the investigation. Then we search in the EDI system, request the DR and the customer authority as to how, what is this? They are importing semi-processed source and then the agencies would search for the consignment. Then we zeroed on Habib Shah and Hassan Hussain. The two consignment, the importers, exporters. We come to know in the 13th September consignment itself that these two entities of Afghanistan, they are to be suspected. Hassan Hussain Limited and Habib Shah. They are zero. Then we check for the corresponding importers, the customer audited, the CFS, the appraisers. Slowly ahead, we move ahead. We are not arresting him. On 4th of March, we detain him. 3rd March, he was to slip because he had already booked the ticket for Dubai. But he is detained on airport. He is called for investigation. He gives the documents in question. Now, what is this document? Why is this road challan so important in this entire transaction? Luckily, the production was done by him on this car, and we could recover this document because in Kabir's house search and elsewhere we could not recover this road challan. 7 to accept 7 that this transaction was called by Kabir and it was sold to Kabir. Stand for Kabir by mistake. This person was having full knowledge of this. And therefore, Sushanta Sarkar knows this. And he, while raising the root or the root challan, now, at point of mind, Jesus Christ in text, whom it is receiver, Messrs. Magent. What is the date of the road challan? 28th November 2020. Loaded on the West Bengal police truck, bearing number 2151. Mrinal Kanti is his close aide. He is not knowing there is heroin. He has stated, I will come to Mrinal Kanti. This document and the statement of X3, the accountant of Kabir, would further establish that from international, later on they arrange the records because Kabir is very smart. He knows we are on the run of searching. So he would give away the stone that he had in his office as well as
Will continue.
smart.
Wait for some time.
is an unfair store.
Okay, what you have already stated in your affidavit.
Part of this. You know, part of this. I will point out why 416 was taken. You say that the last website of March had something. Here, they explode this. My attention to this.
His contention is that okay, while
Last content
contain zero, three consignment have passed through that godown. So it would not be specific as to which consignments remains were found, were traced out.
My submission is that there is a truck load, the entire three truck loads, three container loads for November, December and March was with HRI 416 as pointed out to the document. The WA code, particular habit, is a very important character. As far as connected with the WA1, and he's the one who would receive all these consignments, where it is to be placed. From 416, they transfer because the modus operandi in this case is cover cargo, which we have recovered more than 64,000 kilograms. That was never sold out to anyone. There is no buyer for this cargo. You place 18 bags. Out of that 18 bags, 1 or 2 bags will be of urine. That exactly we are not able to point out because the customs paid. We are saying it large, loud and clear. There is customs paid in their 100% examination when it was ordered for all the consignments. So it is very difficult to point out as to which, but all the three consignments landing in Khalid's hands. Khalid is clearing everything. Then from there, there is a transshipment again. From that go down, the goods shifted to another Alipur go down. In the month of June. Why in June? Because now we have also called for the June consignment. There are 2 June consignments. One is 11 June, one is 15 June. So prior to that, you need space. So they are taking that and sending to Alipur, and then they process. Now the locations are very vital. Nevsarai, Alipur, all the godowns. There are 3 godowns which are identified for processing, for landing first, safe deposit, and why they move the consignment from there? Because it is already on paper. It is very easy for the agencies to track. So Khalid would ship that only heroine part to Alipur. There they process in one Sainik farmhouse where this Afghani 4 persons were caught along with Khalid. But somehow Khalid slipped by saying that I am only an interpreter to the Punjab police. He went up on 14th August. 2nd July is the date when Hussain Dag was in India. And very interestingly, this person who has taken Nevsarai as Godown, who is WA9, is Abdul Salam Nurzai. Abdul Salam Nurzai is the one who is having the rent agreement registered in Spain. He lands in India on 14th of November, just prior to the date of landing the release of the consignment from Calcutta. 14th November he comes, he's sent by W81, Hussain Dag. His passport and details are part of the record. I will also point out that. The timing is very crucial. And in between, Sushanta also pays a charge for holding that consignment in the Century CFS. He also pays that charge. And later on that deposit is recovered from him. So you cannot keep for more days. Once that goods, the bill of entry has been filed, you have to remove it from there. So there is a delay on that part because there is no arrangement for Khalid and them to there. They are taking the godown. The godown is taken on rent on 15th or 18th November, my God. 7th November, 18th November. So by that time, Balram was being convinced by Khalid and Nurzai. Nurzai was physically present. Nurzai is the person whose statements have been appreciated by this honorable court, while Kabir's matter was rejected, also by the honorable high court. He had transferred 78 crore rupees, 78.6 from Balimaran. This is served with the book where all the entries were done. Asif Zai, Nurzai, our one witness is there, Yusufi. He would say that he had maintained the account and all that money was pumped, 10 lakh, 15 lakh, 30 lakhs, which was received by Khalid's Blue Star agency. There are witnesses protected. Afghanis. real brother of this Farshid Ahmed has stated about his brother's role and Khalid's role. He's a protected. So these are not mere inferences. There is a close practice which is happening. The international drugs cartel is operating in such a manner that everyone has a role assigned to play here and there. So we cannot pinpointedly say that you're not having the consignment rule. In fact, everything, the three consignment rules are in 416 Khasra. And from there it is sent to the processing unit or Alipur in other places. We have traces. So all three consignments have the thing. Because first 14 November, Nurzai would come on rent, you take that go down. Khalid offloads it. He himself ensures there are statements of the witnesses, the train operators and the truck drivers who have uploaded the consignment. One of the consignment, it was open. The trucks would fall down. These things are mere coincidences. Everything has some circumstantial value in the chain of the events. Highly incriminating. Because nothing is as such just mere coincidence. And more on the contrary, we have to see the role of the present applicant. He is receiving money for importing something. The importer, I am asking for goods, I am to pay the money. Instead, I am getting 22 lakhs. That shows a greater, and there is no transaction during that period. He has failed to establish. You would have not arrested him. That is rule not transcribed by way of other evidences. He has failed to give a clear explanation about any other transaction, any pending dues, nothing has done. X2, at the instance of Rajesh, Vitesh Koshar would pay to X2 22 lakhs rupees.
He gets 22 lakhs rupees from whom?
Vitesh.
How Vitesh send it?
Vitesh would pay for this consignment, November consignment.
How Vitesh has paid to him?
Through cash, through Goba,
Through cash.
through cash. Hawala transaction. Kabir knows the Hawala rules. X2 has done the Hawala, is traders too, and he has transferred money in the Axis and other bank accounts of this Sushanta Sarkar. He's having Axis bank account, as well as the Jesus Christ Inflex accounts have been funded.
So 22 lakhs rupees has come to either Jesus Christ account or the account of Sushant Sarkar.
Then
Then
X2 has deposited. What on two instances, Vitesh sends NEFT transfers
this amount has come from Kabir.
from Vitesh. Kabir is very smart. Kabir will not come into picture because Kabir is employing through Vitesh this X2, X1, X3. Other persons are doing in the front. Kabir will stay behind. Vitesh is in front because he is not afraid. He is in Dubai. He knows nobody can come to him directly to anything. But Vitesh would say that's the reason Major this road challan would infer. Not infer, it's a direct evidence. He is there in this paragraph in the application itself at J. That the applicant only came to know about the consignment had to be delivered to Delhi, go down by Raju Dubai only at the time when the goods were ready to be dispatched.
Where is that road challan?
Road challan is at D33 of the main charge sheet, first supplementary charge sheet. The first supplementary charge sheet, my lord. My lord, may I have a look from my side? What is he as an explanation in his application? As far as the knowledge is concerned, his application, business application, page number 18, my lords, J. Very that portion.
Yes.
Manoj. In para J, he says that the knowledge is application, is application. This was not the recent changes that is taken from registered in 2012 on basis of given document. It was mentioned in the invoice of the registered that is candidate that is in such a transfer of power. The applicant was only running the company property for buying a specialized range of products and transporting the goods from trader to trader. The applicant came to know that the state consignment had to be delivered to Delhi Godown by Raju Dubai only at time when goods were ready to be dispatched. False. Black and false. Why? When we see this document at PW 13, which is at PW 13, my lord, 30 by 31, he is getting through DTDC courier the documents on 24th September itself. Unless you don't receive the documents, you know about Habib Shah, you know about Ritesh Poster, you know you are the importer of the goods. Then why are you selling to agent? Because you already know. That is why now we have to come to the statement of Mrinal Kanti Kohar, which is at with the aid PW 14 minus. What Mrinal Kanti has to say? Because what is in our Royal State that how it has gone to the loading on the truck for delivery out of charge. Unless it don't go out of charge by the custom authority, the container will not release. Out of charge has happened. Examination part I happened. Very important. What he has to do. Mrinal Kanti is associated or he was part of the trade. Long time association of this applicant. Second thing, my lord. PW 14, 1, 2. Is my lord on that?
Yes, yes. Yes.
Manoj. During COVID pandemic, second paragraph from 2 by 14. I mostly remained obvious. I kept asking Sushanta for a job. Almost a year ago, Sushanta called me, asked me to meet at Chaurangi, Dharmatala. I went there and met Sushanta. There was no one else. Sushanta told me his consignment of talcum powder has arrived at Tirupur. It was the contents also. He further gave me truck number and placed the phone number of the driver of the truck and asked me to contact the driver and get the truck to the port for the loading consignment. Sushanta did not tell me anything about the content of the consignment. I contacted the truck driver and went with him to the port. A crane was there and the crane loaded 5 6 big packets wrapped in PP bag. 2 packets got damaged in the process. I saw that the packets contained white color powder and gold dust. I also picked a handful of powder and a few small boulders. I wanted to show the samples to my contact in Bangladesh. I was aware that talcum powder is used in ceramic industry, making of tiles and cosmetics. I was thinking of some business with Bangladesh-based item. I was loading of the consignment on truck. I left the port and returned to Chaurangi Hotel with the sample that I had collected and the challan that the driver gave me. The truck was still at the port. I do not know when the truck left the port. I gave the challan to Sushanta and showed the sample. Now this challan is talking about. He knows about the agent. That's a blatant lie. He knows about everything from initially because he has gone to Dubai. There are contacts. The CDR is there. Now we'll come to the next part, my lord, the loading part. The driver. Rather than I will allow to just read one important statement of wife of Kabir Talwar.
Wife of Kabir Talwar.
My lord, from international. Because
એ કયું છે? PW?
X2 would also state, my lord, about the loading part, because he was there. X2, my lord, protected. हिंदी, my lord, आप मुझे क्या बताना चाहते हैं? This is X2, protected witness X2.
क्या चाहिए?
My lord, page 21 of list of protected documents that I have
Documents के क्या है?
that I have provided.
X2 is PW 56.
Yes, my lord. He is the one who was used.
But this statement is in English.
He is privy to the offense, but he is not having any intention.
This statement is in English.
Is in Hindi, 164. Well, there are two statements, in fact. One is in Hindi and 161 is in English.
My lord is referring is a 161 statement. There is another document.
164 statement.
Yes, that is list of protected documents.
He is PW.
તમારી application માં છે?
I have provided these copies.
ક્યાં આગળ છે મને કહો?
Sir, protected documents હશે લખ્યું. Witnesses નહીં, protected documents. આવું જ same to same નો સર, પાતળું જ હશે.
પાતળું તો ક્યાં કોઈ રાખો?
Page 21.
PW 56. I'll read the 161 matter. Later I'll take my rods to 164. Directly to the question. Working with Ritesh is import export activity. 56 3 by 8, 3 by 8 matter. In the end, just the relevant portion. Just the
First,
relevant.
see, first you asked me to that you are going through the statement of wife of Kabir Talwar.
I'm not finding it.
Okay, then you went to, then you came to this X2 statement.
I'm really sorry for the inconvenience, my lord.
And then now, no, no,
It's only in the PW 34. Actually, I have mentioned my lord in my notes, unloading, shifting and that.
now first what you are reading?
Bikes.
You will
Bikes,
have-
only bikes. Only what the consignment, how the consignment Kabir has later on adjusted in his book of accounts by X3, the accountant. So as to hide the agent.
Why you want to read it?
Prab International, Prab is son of Kabir Talwar,
Hmm.
the only son, who is buying. Shelly. Shelly states, I do not know anything about this major and etc. All that knows is the accountant Kabir. Many companies, firms are created by Kabir
Hmm.
through friends and relatives. Desire overseas, one up, name the company, it is not his company. It is in somebody's name, but controlling power and everything business transaction is Kabir.
Now from his,
What, as far as this consignment is concerned,
how, what you want to put
Connected.
his connection with Susanta?
Magent, from road Charan, we come to Magent.
Hmm.
Magent, this has been sold to Prab. Yeah, this is in the book of accounts. She says, I do not know about anything cards.
Hmm.
Therefore, Prab, and therefore Shelly the problems.
Prab is the son of Kabir Talwar.
And it is in the wife's name. She is the one who has got it raised because he is a minor son. So this is how the modus operandi operates. Shelly Talwar, my lord, PW 34. The last paragraph, as my business was flourishing. Initial part she states my marriage with Kabir Talwar, so and so, second paragraph. PW 34.
That's it.
clear in that.
Yes.
The fourth paragraph, at the business of furnishing, I was getting traded to credit card by foreigners. My CA protected, advised me to open a form very nicely to the bank form accounts. In 2009, to open a form in the name of Priyanka Lifestyle, in the name of Prab International, Prab is the name of my son. I used to import stock as China and sell it in Delhi. From 2019 till March 20, many transactions were made in my firm's account as credit card payments, but due to COVID, my sales had dropped. The footwear bags. I have a current account in my firm's name, Prab International, in Axis Bank. Bank account number, I don't know. The involvement in this case had anything starting in 2021, one container allegedly into X1 was imported, contained transformed and put on hold by alert by Customs Department in Kanpur. It has come to my knowledge at later stage, 24th August 2022, on the date of search of in my home, that the bill of this container was present against my firm, Prab International, by another firm, Agent India, owned by one Prince Sharma, care of Harpreet Singh Talwar, my husband. Prince is known to my husband since many years, and Prince's brother Kamal, now deceased, used to work as a driver of my husband. I have visited many countries, and then the travel details are there. So later on, Kabir would adjust that, and they similar to the as I read just now, Nidal Gandhi's statement. He had taken one sample, my lord. That sample has been recovered. But Kabir had also given one sample through X2 to X3, the accountant. It is in the accountant statement, X3. That was not given by Kabir in the house search. That was disposed of. Sensing that, the agency could come because it contained some drug. Touchstone plus something was there. The plus something was the heroin. And even Kabir would not give the touchstone also. When we search this out.
My lord,
All these facts and circumstances.
sorry for interruption. Kabir Talwar, Magent has separately imported one consignment through Mundra.
This is adjusting the book of accounts. We have to read
This
it.
is not about the
You are
November
just
consignment,
giving the half information
which
and you are
was landed at Kolkata port. So he is just mixing the two role of Kabir Talwar in two consignment.
Magent was created on 24th September. The registration in India, the IC code came afterward. You have a packing list, my lord. The document. There it is, my lord. I'll take my lords to the packing list, which is in the Annexure B, Volume 3, my lord, supplementary charge sheet. The dated 28th February 2020.
Supplementary charge sheet.
IB 2211.
Annexure B, Volume 8, Volume 3, 28th February 2020. D128 to D150.
Visuals. What you want to point out from that?
The packing list, my lord, is of 12th August 2020. Just before the date of creation, already Habib Shah knows about Magent because Vitesh knows about it. Kabir knows about Magent. This present applicant knows about Magent because the road challan and the person is loading on the truck. The driver gets the information, Khalid gets it uploaded at 416, Devsarai, Khasra, Delhi. These things are connected, my lord. Everything has a causal connection. And he doesn't know about it. Only this person does not know about me.
Puzzle connection.
Puzzle connection. That is their matter. He would state simply, blatant lie. I only came to know when Vitesh told me that it is to be sold to me. Then why is it? In that circumstances, why is the question? Why have you imported Talstone? Where is the Talstone sold? Who is the buyer? How and where it has gone? Why it was lying somewhere in the godown, recovered to the extent of 64,000 kgs by the NI. The bags also have been recovered in torn condition. Whole consignment is recovered. All that is recovered. There is no buyer for this Talstone. You instead receive 22 lakhs and you say you are innocent. That is the case, my lord. It has to be seen from the lenses of the honorable courts, from the point of evidence, my lord. The court has to view from this angle, my lord. Because what my friend learned when making the submission that I have just imported, I have not done, it is an ALA review. Now, if I have to take to X2, the statement, how is connected to Bloom Fashion's consignment also, I'll just point out that. He says he knows nothing. Then why, I'm asking, why are you connected with the Bloom Fashion consignment related document, and then you are handing over the documents to X2, Sushanta Sarkar? X2 met him in Guwahati, and he has received the documents, and then these documents for Goldie. Anil Paikre is the proprietor of Bloom Fashions, the Surat based decent man. He is freely, his documents are being used. He is not knowing. Vitesh is in contact with Goldie, his employer. Goldie and Anil are related to each other. Goldie is his name. Goldie is a Sardar man. He is brother and they do Jamdani Sadi trade since long with Vitesh, with nutrition agency a long time back in Bangladesh. That is the background of Goldie. Goldie uses Anil Paikre's IAC and says we can do the business. Anil gives away because it is COVID time, it is created. And the import Jamdani Sadi is also from Bangladesh. That is the previous connection. Without knowing anything, this is utilized by Vitesh and he sends here. And Goldie does not know, Anil does not know at all. Because he is totally silent on that aspect, he has given the document. Everything was done by Vitesh and Goldie. X2 goes, gets the document from Sushanta for this Bloom Fashion consignment of March, which lands in 416 next arrival. Is it not alarming? Everything is corrected, my lord. Now X2 has to state in his statement below 161 about that document. I'll let it come, my lord. PW 56, my lord. X2. I'll directly point out from the Guwahati partner. That's what I Sushanta is. Page number 4 by 8, my lords. PW 56. In early 2021, I visited Guwahati by recognizing collection of documents regarding consignment of sari coming from Bangladesh to Bloom Fashion. I met there with Sushanta Sarkar and collected the documents on at least 2 to 3 occasions. So X2, Sushanta, Bloom Fashion, Vitesh Poster. He is working for Vitesh. Apart from this, I am not establishing anything from here. That in that consignment there was a error or something like that. But definitely in Bloom also, in November, my submission here is, my lord. In November, there was a error consignment concealed semi-processed staff stone. In Bloom Fashion, it was semi-processed staff stone. Except VK Enterprises, the goods which are the consignee for VK Enterprises, it was between the school. All the other 5 consignments, my lord, are semi-processed staff stone. And heroin is hidden in 1 or 2 or 3 bags. Just like we recovered from Mundra, there were 30 bags, 33, and out of that, in 3-4 bags, there was a load of 3,000 pieces. So that is the modus operandi. So he collects the documents for Bloom Fashion, hands over to X2. This X2 is stating this fact for Bloom Fashion. So Goldie and they are now connected, Vitesh is connected. There is a connection. Now, if I have to read his statement again, X2, my lord, why the purpose and how it has been done, he is already the statement itself, my lord. The money part, my lord, I have to establish that the transaction is not disputing as received, there is a banking transaction to that effect. But X2 has stated that he has given me 22 lakhs to the present applicant, Sushanta Sarkar. And that point mentioned in the statement, my lord. page 7 by 8 matter. He also mentions about Datta, Ratindranath Datta, the retired custom officer, the late custom officer now. Page 7 by 8 matter. PW56 married matter. One Datta, an officer from custom and resident of Kolkata, is a friend of British. I had spoken with him on mobile and met him twice at Kolkata airport. I had also handed over 2 lakhs on each instance. Vitesh had told me that Datta would be coming to Delhi and I will have to pick and arrange his accommodation. Mr. Datta did not come to Delhi. Vitesh told me Datta's Delhi visit has been cancelled. I met Subrata Ghosh of Siliguri from there. From there, I went to Siliguri to meet Subrata Ghosh with him in Dopi. Hotel Samrat Swenso. Let's keep that question, madam. In the previous page, madam.
Yes,
Right.
so now only the crux.
Showing the crux only, madam. These are not marked, madam. Sorry for the inconvenience caused, madam. Just showing the crux, madam. Mentioned in 162. madam. Page number protected volume, madam. Annexure A. Supplementary charge, madam. 164 statement. B 123. Edited question. Start from आप मुझे क्या बताना चाहते हैं 2019 जुलाई में दुबई में बिजनेस के पर्पस से गया था राहुल वडेरा ने विशेष कोर्स दुबई से इंट्रोड्यूस कराया उसके पर फैशन इंडस्ट्री रिलेटेड काम किया मैं 3-3.5 महीने वहां रहा मैं इंडिया वापस आ गया इंडिया से लॉकडाउन लग गया जनवरी 21 में राजू दुबई का मुझे टेक्स्ट आया मैंने बताया कि दुबई वापस नहीं आ सकता क्योंकि बिजनेस में काफी लॉस हुआ है उसने मुझे एक जॉब ऑफर किया उससे बताया कि साड़ी जो बांग्लादेश से आती है और ड्राई फ्रूट जो दुबई से आते हैं इस बिजनेस जो वो करता है उससे बिजनेस में जॉब ऑफर की उसे बताया कि आप अलग अलग शहरों में जाकर सैंपल डॉक्यूमेंट्स लेने और काम करना होगा इस बदले में मुझे 25,000 महीना मिलता था मैंने यह जॉब ऑफर एक्सेप्ट कर लिया राजू ने कहा कि गुवाहाटी गया जहां मुझे सुशांता सरकार जो कलकत्ता से बिलोंग करता है मिला सुशांता ने मैंने शिपमेंट के डॉक्यूमेंट लिए और सूरत में लवली जो व्योम फैशन इनोवेट इंटरनेशनल दिखाता इंटरनेशनल का ओनर करता है उसे दिए इसके बदले में लवली ने मुझे पेमेंट करी थी मैंने यहाँ पेमेंट चांदनी चौक नियर दिखाने वाला यहाँ पेमेंट डायरेक्शन पर पेमेंट मैंने राजू भाई के कहने पर संदीप रोहिणी ये इनको पटेल नगर विजय सोरेंसो और करोड़बाग सोरेंसो खान मार्केट में बाद में पेमेंट की थी रितेश ने बताया कि एक शिपमेंट अफगानिस्तान वाया ईरान आ रहा था उसने बताया कि शिपमेंट सेमीप्रोसेस टाल्सटोन की है जो पेंट की इंडस्ट्री में यूज होता है मैं सूरत के और लवली से व्यवसाय के नाम के डॉक्यूमेंट कलेक्ट किए रितेश ने मुझे टांडला जाने को कहा और कस्टम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को कोर्स करने के लिए कहा मैंने स्वयं से साथ शिपिंग से मिला उसने मुझे 3-4 लाख रुपए कोटेशन दी रितेश के कहने पर मैं वापस 2.5 लाख रुपया दिए मैं वापस दिल्ली आ गया इसी दौरान मैं स्वयं से रोहिणी में ऑफिस में चलाता है, उससे 70-75 लाख लिए। यह पैसे अलग अलग इंटरवल पर लिए और अलग अलग लोगों को दिए। जुलाई 21 जो रितेश ने बताया कि अजय की कंपनी पीके से विटामिन स्टोर का शिपमेंट आता था, मैंने राजू को कहने पर अजय से डॉक्यूमेंट कलेक्ट किए और स्वयं को कांटेक्ट किया। मैंने उस डॉक्यूमेंट रवि के मेल पर दे दिए। 4.5 लाख रुपए की कोटेशन की मैंने वीके एंटरप्राइज के अकाउंट में, साथ ही शिपिंग के कहने पर ट्रांसफर किए। मैंने यह नोट किया कि वीके अजय इनके नाम पर मुझ पर कंटिन्यूस प्रेशर डाला जा रहा है। राजू दुबे शिपमेंट की डेली बेसिस पर लोकेशन और जल्दी काम करो, ऐसा वो कह रहा था। और जब मैंने इसको अपोज किया और कहा कि मुझे शक हुआ है शिपमेंट में गलत आ रहा है, तो राजू ने बताया कि शिपमेंट में पीछे कबीर तलवार जो काफी जाना माना बिजनेसमैन है, उससे बात की। मैंने प्रेशर डालते ही राजू ने बताया कि शिपमेंट में नारकोटिक का काम सामान्य है। Please don't Raju has to speak, my lord.
So now anything more?
There one to only the examiner part of the goods. Pawan Kumar Chanchal, PW 49. The 18 jumbo bags that were in November 2020 consigned to my lord. Abhishek Kundu and Pawan Kumar Chanchal are the ones who have examined, and Mr. Meena, Narendra Meena, PW 47 gives an order, gives the appraiser with the equivalent to the rank of superintendent in customs department. There was an order for 100% examination. PW 47 states Mr. Narendra Meena that the consignment of November Jesus Christ in fact, I want to state that the registration was done by Abhishek Kundu, the examiner, and the shipment was for 100% examination. The consignment was done by examiner Mr. Pawan Kumar Chanchal. We come to Pawan Kumar Chanchal and Abhishek Kundu statement on the next page, my lord, PW 48 and 49. Regarding the consignment of semi-precious stars on the next page, my lord, Abhishek Kundu states that was imported by Jesus in November 2020. I want to state that the state consignment was examined by Pawan Chanchal. Examiner, I was posted at Customs Superintendent Mahindra at that time. When I created brought that documents at the custom house, the consignment arrived at the CFS for registration, appraisal and examination. I had done the registration. Thereafter, Pawan has to state, my lord, PW 49. Regarding the consignment, second paragraph, third paragraph, semi-processed star stone, imported by Jesus in November, I want to state that the CAG staff approached me for examination. I take the document with the instruction for examination. The examination was to be 100%. It was in a container sealed from all sides. The container was opened by Sunny Kumar, executive officer, in presence of CAG representative. Thereafter, I had entered the container and found there were 18 jumbo bags. I had physically checked the content of all the jumbo bags. The bags were open from the top side and the content was visible, which was semi-processed star stone as declared in the import document. I also cut open a few of the bags from the bottom side. I had found semi-processed star stone in the consignment. However, the consignment was checked only in the container and the jumbo bags were not emptied. Very clear, my lord. 100% examination means, my lord, de-stuffing. This is a very important terminology as far as the custom department is concerned. De-stuffing, chemical examination of the entire good, a homogeneous mixture has to be done, send it for chemical examiner. What the chemical examiner has to state on this account, my lord, that unless there is statement for the December 2020, because the examiner states he only examined for heroin if it is specific query. So that is the reason it was not followed by the customs department. There is no 100% examination at all. No homogeneous mixture is prepared. No de-stuffing is done. Only going and physically opening and checking on the upper portion. You have to mix all it.
Bottom four.
De-stuffing. Bottom only one or two bags.
Okay.
Only 2 bags. Not the entire consignment has been emptied. So there is no 100% examination. We have written to the authority. But department order has been issued by the authority of NI. They are doing the internal inquiry and all the officers are doing. Balram Madam, PW 58, I will only point out, he is the owner of the 416 Nevsarai Godown. Nevsarai Godown was taken on rent by Abdul Salam Durzai, WA9, who landed in India. There is a visa entry On 14 November, he lands in Delhi, my lord. 14 November 2020. And 27 November, the consignment is in the Nesarai Godown, my lord, 416. Prior to that, he gets registered, my lord, with Balraj. Balraj states that Najibullah Khalid, WA4, he was contacted through one Yadav, another agent, my lord, property agent. He introduces Balraj to Khalid. Yadav's statement, my lord, is at PW 59 and PW 50 is Balraj. So the registration and the Nesarai Godown is totally in control of the Afghani cartel members. Khalid. And Murzai, WA9 is sent by WA1, Hussain Town. One very important statement, PW 54. He talks about Kabir. PW 54 has to be read at length, entire modus operandi of Kabir. And the relevant portion, my lord, in September 2020, Kabir visited Dubai, my lord, in September 2020. He knows the fact. And we have also relied upon his travel details, Kabir. Rakesh Jajulkar confirmed the meeting. He himself was there present with Vitesh, the Pakistani national, suspected to be a member of ISI and LAT, Lashkar-e-Toiba. May I read 54 only for a moment. You have to see 54.
Last.
Just troubling a lot because my lord, I do not want my lords. From my side, I should speak something. My lords is having the entire record. My lords can peruse and raise the query at any time. But my lord, this is my burden which I want to discharge. That is only the anxiety here. That because going, it is a very scattered evidence, my lord. But the circumstances are linked on each and every account by the agency with cogent evidence. And that has to be understood in that context.
What you want to point out from
54, my lord. 54, I come directly to the page 3/4, my lord. PW 54. In this statement, he gives a detail about the 11 firms that Kabir has in me. Major, one of Desire, Epic, Creative, JLS, Rudra, Anjali, KKP, Utifox, Divis. These are all in somebody's names. Some are in his names. Kabir uses the documents, opens the firm and controls the trade through this firm. He has got the reverse remittance. When I say the reverse remittance, he never gave anything on behalf of Major. He received on behalf of Desire and one up 1.62 crore rupees from Vitesh through a Chinese firm, Avayo. Avayo would send something, handbags and other articles. So you are getting that it's a barter trade kind of. You send Vitesh sends stuff and Kabir gets the money for getting all this cleared to getting 1.62 crores by some other goods that have been sent by Vitesh. That is the adjustment of accounts. And that fact is established by X3, the accountant panel of Kabir. The entire book of accounts is with us, my lord, and part of record. We have also recovered the digital copy of the computer artist from him. One clearing on the last of things, my lord would remember, Prince Sharma's argument also, and Kabir's also, my lord. Kabir would state to Prince, do not reveal anything to AI regarding our transaction. That is a direct evidence, my lord, of record. That also I pointed out. Here, my lord, this witness states on page, but the last page. Thereafter, in September 2020, Kabir went to with his friend Priyanka to Dubai and met Raju Goy. After coming back, he directed X3 to create a firm in the name of Prince. Accordingly, in September 2020, an agent was created in the name of Prince, employee of Kabir. Kabir told Prince that he will provide 20% commission on import to Prince, on which Prince agreed. Thereafter, in December, directed XP to provide documents of meeting to him on WhatsApp for sharing the same with someone in order to import something. After some time, X1 associate of Nitesh Kushadati Dubai came to our office at East Patel Nagar and told Kabir that the shipment of tar from Afghanistan is marked for 100% examination. Accordingly, he needs signed documents of agent for clearing the consignment. Thereafter, Kabir directed Sunil to provide all the documents. And X3 provided the same with the signature of Prince. I further stated Kabir to debut selling goods in the consignment. I further state that Kabir used to consume drugs. Many a times he consumed drugs in front of me. He was involved in Hawala business and used to be Hawala in many countries. Kabir used to send Prince for collection and delivery of drugs as per his direction. There is a pointing out memo where this drugs consignment money, the places have been pointed out by Prince Sharma, the accused number 25. Whose name Agent stands. Agent is registered in Prince Sharma. The packing list, my lord, 12th August. Because this is known everything. They Habib Shah and one more document which I
Whatever you want to submit, it would be related only to Sushant Sarkar.
it's not Kabir.
Nothing else.
My lord, Kabir, we cannot do side of Kabir.
So we know Kabir.
My lord, that's it.
Now, if you
I only because of me, my lord, Kabir has to be there while the November consignment. As far as the background is concerned, the conspiracy part, my lord. My other submission here is, my lord. Kabir and Vitesh are in a picture. Vitesh and Sushanta Sarkar already proved some trading. His channel is utilized because agent is not created. In September 2020, it is created, but GST and registration and other documents will come in late November. Prior to that, they want to send a consignment. And that is the reason we background in Afghanistan. January 2021 takeover is to happen. They know because they are not pro-Taliban. This drugs cartel members. They want to push off somewhere and get the money done through LET. They are associated with the LET. I have read their statement, protected witness SJ, M. All these statements would infer about the association of Hussain Dar, the proprietor of Hussain, Hassan Hussain, and Habib Shah. Because Habib Shah has been bought by Hassan Hussain, WA1. That also document direct evidence we have of SDS Tehran through Barak Sheikh, who would send to Jawan Najafi the document for the Mudra consignment on 13 September that was called. So these everything is very connected, my lord. The same shipper at different times, different shipping companies. Some load is through some similar consignments. Semi-process is the same methodology that I used. And November 2020 was the first trial consignment. That's why the load is less. 18 bags only. Later on, it increased. And when successfully one was done, the other was in pipeline, December, then March, then June, 2 June consignments. And ultimately then in September, they never stopped. They would send more. All that is happening.
My lords, for regulator, I have prepared a note, so I would not take much time. No. There is everything in my notes. I would just point out only one context. If my lords have a reply of the agency, page 28, where they have stated my travel journey, but they have cleverly not stated destination. And for that purpose, I have annexed my whole of passport in my petition. And I have also identified the destination from my passport. Only in 2018, I went to UAE. Thereafter, all the journeys they have listed are of not of UAE, not Dubai, they are of other destinations. So how these my journeys are linked to this case? And in March 2022, I had detained for investigation.
But in March, your destination was Dubai. You wanted to go and meet Nitesh.
It's just an inference.
Thanksgiving for sending him to lakhs.
I joined your investigation. Thereafter, I went to Malaysia and returned back. If I want to abscond, I already had absconded. Page 28 of the reply.
So after 2018, he has not visited Dubai.
No, my lord.
No, my lords.
These are travel details. Dubai, as he said, is mentioned at document D-127, volume 3. We have taken from the airlines.
So he says that it is in 2018.
18 years gone. 18 is the starting date. Because he has revived. Why Million, till Million was not created? Jesus was his
So we are-
creation.
We are asking that your
GST was not there.
travel destination to Dubai.
2008.
This was your, you argued.
Yes. Why?
Now he says that okay, after 2018, I have not gone to Dubai.
No, 2018 is there.
2018,
Yes. But 2018 is the date when Jesus was re-registered and GST was applied. Because unless you don't have a GST, you cannot import anything. And that is the reason British and they were having some causal connection. But then ultimately in 2020, when September 20, Kabir went to Dubai along with Priyanka, one lady, and then Rakesh Jejulkar is also there. September 2020, a plan is had with Kabir, then British and Sushanta through telephone. This has to be done. Then the entire documents, Habib Shah, he should answer one specific question. Does he know Hassan Hussain or Habib Shah? Who is the proprietor of Habib Shah? If that is, he has not answered. He doesn't know Habib Shah. He has not seen Habib Shah. Maybe for doing an import-export, you don't have to meet the person. But you should know whom you are importing from. Now in this internet age, you're not living in a Mulakad age. We would give an example that it is an internet age. He should know Habib Shah if that is the case. Tell us your innocence. You know Habib Shah?
Why should I know
You are
about?
the importer, Mr. You have to tell the court.
I am not the person to personally know about the who is the importer.
Then my second answer to
And
this is
and
connected.
my lord, it's a 2018 journey. Consignment was imported after 2 years. How they will link 2 years gap?
When the court, the honorable court, in 2020, when you know about this consignment, then why you sold to Megan to the road Chalan?
And my lords, I am just only on the
Then why you imported
journey date.
And why Viktesh was the notified party? Why Pride was paid in Dubai? Why did you receive 22 lakhs? Why Viktesh transferred 2 lakhs on NEFT basis to your
Shooting
account?
why
Do you
is
have an
not the
explanation for
option.
this?
It's a criminal
That
intervention.
figured, my lord, this transaction has been done. There is no answer to this. And then when in Calcutta, Chaurangi Hotel, the semi-processed starstones is recovered from with the help of one of his
It
conduits.
tested negative, my lords.
Absolutely, that is what I am saying. Because it is a cover cargo that you had. You did not, the heroin was sent there. Out of ignorance, we had taken that, Mrinal Kanti owner. He wanted to do something, find a buyer for that. He was also an importer at one time. That is why it is negative. Absolutely correct, whatever you are saying. But that shows that your Mrinal Kanti had taken some sample out of it. It was only the white powdery substance, the tar stone, which is a cover cargo, and not the heroin. Heroin was something concealed in the other bags, which never was.
So whether I had personally instructed
That is
Mrinal
what-
to draw the sample from these two bags.
Loaded on it. It was.
Mrinal drawn that- Mrinal drawn that sample.
He asked Mrinal to load it on the truck and send to Delhi.
And Brunel drawn that sample and it tested negative. I have never instructed him to draw that samples.
But why Mrinal was chosen? He was the trusted one.
So for only that loading part, I have hired one person, and for import, I had done in my own name.
But you would say, I have not done it. In the investigation, you would say, no, I am not concerned with that. When we get hold of the documents, we go to Subhash Sinaro and then find out who is loaded. Then from the truck, from the driver, we come to know this Mrinal was there. From Mrinal's investigation, we came to know that Sushanta was. So why these things are being hidden from me? Why did not you come in front and give all the information that you had? Because you knew Vitesh would put you in trouble, and you are not in trouble Because of Ritesh, it is your by own choice, by your will. The intention was there because you received 22 lakhs against that. You were utilized, you thought nobody will.
And it's accounted money, my lords. If
From Afghanistan is coming to Kolkata.
I wanted
And
to
going
earn
to
something,
And he is loading that in Delhi, and then he's saying in the application, only after Ritesh told me it is going to Delhi, I came to me. Such a lie.
if I
All
want
these
to
circumstances
earn
have to
something,
be seen.
I had taken a cash, not in my RTGS account, not, it's accounted money, my lords. Everyone has
Oh.
access.
No.
That is what,
that.
that investigation agency has to state for what purpose. Even X2 is not stating for what purpose.
My lord, only for sending on Vitesh. Vitesh has said, the timing is important. 22 lakhs you receive during, after that the consignment is sold and then you get your, only then you will get the money.
Since
It is an obvious
2010,
thing.
2010, we were in the business with
No
EPS Kosher.
previous thing he has showed, he should have shown the book of accounts.
Prima facie, they have to link my money transaction with the
Nothing
LET
else.
and all.
Nothing on record, it has come on record.
When?
So
It's a bail. My liberty is at stake now.
it has to be discharged, my lord. We have that information, it has been verified. The money was never on account of any other previous transaction that was done between Vitesh and him. It was all for this transaction that had happened. He had done it. The GST was revived.
GST was first time
chosen-
registered, my lord.
He was chosen, Ratindranath Datta, the ex-custom officer, who state 5 lakh rupees, I received, 2 lakhs I gave to Sushanta.
Is compliance of GST law is a crime, then everybody is committing crime in this country.
Ratindranath Datta would not lie. His statement is still there. Maybe it's not there for the examination, but at least, my lord, the court, rightly or wrongly, my lord, we are not on the admissibility of the evidence at this stage. Prima facie, we have to only see whether there is something which can be believed to be true against the accused person as a way of evidence, by way of evidence. The prima facie nature of the evidence under 43D5 and not guilty under 37. If I have to submit on the account of 37 NDPS Act, the twin test of.
But for that, it must be incriminating evidences. It's just no state, no evidence is, my lord, it's incriminating.
We will not.
It is not your prerogative to tell the court.
But I have a right under 43D5, my lord. Maybe I don't have a right under 37 of NDPS. That is a court's prerogative, and always it is a court's prerogative under both the sections of law. But there is a rider, my lord, unless the PP is not heard in 43D5, subject to the satisfaction of the court. My job only here is to satisfy the court on the basis of the prima.
And for that,
Where 37 NDPS says the twin test.
for 43D5, my lord, I have Annex 1 judgment of Honorable Apex Court in my compendium of judgment, and I had already pointed out the relevant paragraph to my lord.
He has not reported it at length. There is no plausible explanation to that effect. He has not touched on the evidence aspect. He is only arguing that the burden be shifted to any other person. It can't be done.
Prima facie, the investigation has to.
It's an international conspiracy of the drugs cartel. 120P has been invoked. There is a sanction of the authority, my lord. Your firm, we have got 22C. My lord, is it not sufficient? His firm has been used. Jesus Christ in Christ. It is also an accused. He is a proprietor.
Even Vyom is also used.
My lord,
Even Vyom fashion is also used.
they were not used.
Just because you are saying,
Shift the burden by taking
I am not shifting the burden.
other person. He is not giving anything.
Article 20 is at stake.
He is not giving anything against his own act, which is intentional.
Because their consignment was also landed at the same godown.
You have mentioned that you are a priest in a church.
Yes, my lords.
Then what was the reason for you to enter into a business transaction with the firm?
My lords, as a social activity and charity, I was engaged with the church. My primary earning is from the business only. It's my charity and social work. So I engage with the church. public to.
Let it, let. That should be there.
Sir, civil board.
Yes, yes. One day I am thinking that at the end of the trial or all this thing, we would need a go down to keep the record of this thing.
That was a good one. Sense of humor of the
Just because
We are then glad to Iran. Hopefully Iran should set the information pertaining to the uploader who from Afghanistan. So certain documents are to be coming for it. Hopefully. But the trial will not happen for this one. That is only for that part that can before that can come. That is already investigated factor. It is just that the compliance.
where
will
section
happen.
173(8) of CRPC will remain.
When an investigation is complete, I'll make a statement. As far as all the experts, the investigation has been completed. There's nothing new which is to be investigated. Only this document, which were already sent by way of that, these are required to be notified, authorized under 78(6) of the Evidence Act. It will be sent from the authority to the government. There is nothing new that is required to be done. The evidence is sufficient against it.
So now semi-processed stone have stopped coming to India.
Recently, the model has changed.
So now which talc stone is coming, or which powder is coming, or which atta is coming?
Drugs is coming, but through the checkout thing.
Jakhau.
Coast Guard would read the set, and the ATS is working wonderfully. One case we have taken up is honorable court has season of the matter. One Lawrence Missionary of the Purple Card is a repeat another case, RC 2 by 20.
Babbar
And I Lawrence Missionary.
Oh, Babbar Shah.
Purple Card Center. It's a Palestinian proscribed of indirectly. Therefore, he was arrested. The honorable court has given the custody. It is remanded. Under 268, an order is issued by the government authority.
He is associated with Babbar Shah Khalsa.
My lord, and they are setting drugs to Pakistan-based operatives with Pakistan Health PTI. They have many members. He was operating from jail. So 40 kgs of heroin has been intercepted by the court. The notice we give on
Constant.
I would always ask Mr. Kapadia that you don't permit anyone to even look at him. But he manages from jail everything. Even a genuine business person would not be so comfortable in getting his genuine goods cleared to the authority. But
money. It's a huge amount of money. The interplay is all about money.
because if you say if you or any of you have to export or import anything, maybe the pure organic grains, then also the authority would not be so kind to you. Anyway, yes. We'll have it next week. Next week, I will. But I'm no more. ચાલો સેશન્સ કેસ તમે જોઈ લીધો છે?
Yes, Patel.
બીજાની મદદમાં શું તેનું જ્ઞાન હશે? આપણે ધ્યાન રાખો દિવસ હલવાડી દે ગમે ત્યારે.
જ્યારે ક્રોસ થાય પેલા લીવા એ રીતે તો લખેલું હતું. જ્યાંથી ખબર પડે ત્યાં
હા અત્યારે આપી દે પૂછી જુઓ. સેશન્સ કેસ 40 અને 232 એમાં તમે એપિયર થાવ છો અને બીજો ક્રોસ કેસ છે 318 319 એમાં કોણ એપિયર થાય છે?
એમાં સર કદાચ આઈ થિંક આરએફ પટેલનું નામ લખેલું છે કે આરએફ કે બીઆર કારણ કે ક્રોસમાં મારથી રહેવાય નહીં
આપો એટલે કાંઈક તો થાય.
એટલે
મને નામ આપો કયામાં તમે છો ને કયામાં બીજા છે.
પૂરો પ્રોસેડિંગમાં
એમને કાંઈ જોવું નથી ભાઈ, આનું કાંઈ જોવાનું બંધ કરી દેજો આ પીપી નું બધું. તમે શેમાં પણ તમે શેમાં એપિયર થાવ તમને ન ખબર હોય
પણ સાહેબ એમાં
ભાઈ. આપણે આ તમે છે ને આ રદ્દીભાઈ બદલી નાખો તમારે. આ બાજુથી તકલીફ ને આ બાજુથી તકલીફ થાય. તમે આમ બેહો તો તકલીફ થાય.
બધી બાજુ તકલીફ છે સાહેબ.
નામ તો કેમ બે ને એક જ નામ આવે.
પટેલી કે બીઆર પટેલીનું મેં નામ લખાયેલું અને જુવાજી સાહેબ કહ્યું એ લોકો બીજી કોર્ટમાં હતા જુવાજી બે લઈ લીધી.
ભલે તમે લઈ લીધી હોય એનો વાંધો નહીં પણ નામ તો રેકોર્ડ ઉપર બીજું જો હે ને.
બીઆર પટેલી હશે.
હશે નહીં મને પાકું કયો જજમેન્ટમાં
મને સાહેબ
તમે શેમ આપો છો એ કયો મને.
હું
તમે જ ચલાવ્યા છે મને ખ્યાલ છે. એને નામ કન્ફર્મ કરીને કયો. ચાલો બંનેમાં છોડી દીધા છે બધા. તો કેમ ઝઘડતા હતા બધા? પઠાણ ઝઘડા 307 ને 300 બે બહેનો હતા એમાં. શું મારામારી હામી થઈ ગઈ હતી? સામાન્યમાં આવું કરો મોટી